So most of you...
Actually, I'm sorry.
For some reason.
While they're looking that up, could I do just a lore check to see if I know anything about undead that might help us?
Yeah, you could make a religion lore check if you have it.
I have a regular lore and I got Holden lore. I don't know what Holden lore is.
So
Holden's the town.
Oh.
Yeah, you know about the town.
Ah, religion.
Yeah.
There we go. Wisdom. I think
Alright,
it's
hopefully that fixed the sound.
Yeah, wisdom's a 0. So, I got 17.
17? You guys haven't seen very much undead in town prior to this night.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Alright, so then, like I said, you have the Frightened 1 condition,
Yep.
and that's pretty much all that is for now. You still cast, but...
I mean, fair.
Alright. So you guys are going to move on in, or what?
Yep.
What are you guys doing as you're moving in?
Looking around.
Can we roll a perception check?
Yeah, you can make a perception check.
Do we all roll or just one?
Sure.
Anybody who wants to roll it can roll it.
What perception get changed to? Oh, it changed to the spot. There it is. 16 for mine.
4.
5.
Don't worry, I didn't see anything either, guys.
Yeah.
See darkness.
Would we notice that he got frightened?
Yeah, he's looking a little shaken.
Alright, I'll put a hand on his shoulder at least.
Oh wait, no.
Nah.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Bipolar, much, huh?
No.
That wants this guy.
I am.
Did you take nervous to steal, did you?
Yeah, I never still.
That's one.
No, sorry, you treat failure as a success. It's only bad if you crit fail. So you're still frightened. I had to look at my own rules that I created.
So if we check to see if the blood is fresh or if it's been there a while.
It hasn't been here for very long. It is still relatively fresh.
Okay.
And if you have, the first thing you guys notice is, you three, Mike, Ethan, and Ben, all three of your characters notice that there's footprints, bloody footprints, humanoid, leading back out the front door. Now, Miro,
I can't see.
no, you had the 16, right?
Yeah.
Perception. Footprints are leading towards the altar.
From the front door?
From the front door.
As opposed to out the front door. Alright.
So, yeah.
Well, we can investigate. There's some bloody footprints here. Looks like it leads towards the altar area, so we want to be cautious on the way up
Yeah, I
there.
say we proceed to the altar with caution. As a group, you guys want to stick together for now, or do you guys want
Seems like a good idea. Let's be careful. There might be glass on the floor because someone's feet is bleeding. Or are bleeding.
Actually, as you're going, if you have medicine, you can make a medicine check.
Okay. Let's see what I get on that.
I got 2. I got 4.
17.
19.
Hey, we're all good.
All right.
We all have medicine. That's impressive.
Not miss it by 10, so that's good.
Oh yeah, crit fails are so bad now.
Oh yeah. I love it.
Yeah, makes it tough.
So, Oz, Miro, and Cass, you guys all realize that more than a dozen folks were slaughtered here. And it's just drained would be the best thing.
Say folks or goats?
Folks.
Folks.
People.
Okay.
Humanoids.
So that's a
A
lot
bunch
of
of
goats.
goats. Baghdad all over again. Goats everywhere.
Goats saw too much. That's good.
Continue
Let's
heading
keep
up
going.
towards
Keep
the
going.
altar.
With caution.
Proceed with caution.
Being cautious.
Cautious this bad.
Alright, as you get up to the altar, you can see, and I'll zoom in so you guys can see it a little better. Looks like the altar's been defaced. No blood immediately around it. And the footsteps actually, you guys lose track of the footprints. Sorry, not footsteps. About the first row of benches. So you're not sure where they went.
Is this the same God as mine?
Which one did I say? Which one did I list?
Positive.
I don't know.
Balance.
Are you going
It should be
blind
on
or
the first
balance?
sheet.
Should be on the first sheet.
Yeah, page 1.
I don't know what page 1 is. Oh, maybe.
That would be where your deity is.
Oh, it's blank.
Is it? Okay.
Who do I
So-
worship?
You can choose either the light or the balance.
Is there a difference, really?
The light is all things good. The balance is
Neutral.
balance in all things. There's no good or evil.
Good or neutral, whichever one you want to be.
Balance is.
Okay.
So this isn't my God?
This is the Church of the Light.
Okay, good. I don't like that.
Am I able to use my ability to see, to identify magic or see if there's anything enchanted or any kind of magic going on around the altar?
Like a detect magic spell?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Do you have that one? I think you do.
Well, it was an ancestry ability. But
Ah, that's right. You can do it at will.
Okay.
Technically have to be spelled.
No. Let me double check if there's a roll with that. I don't think there is, but we're all still new to this system, and some things did change.
Just for a note, I'd like my shield. Not my altar.
Okay.
I have a shield.
No, you. Other than the light spell that Miro has cast, you're not detecting any other magical auras.
Okay. We search the altar.
Sure.
What's that?
That would be a perception check.
Oh,
9.
21.
18.
21 or 20.
All right. So as you guys are searching, man, both Miro and Cass.
So with me being familiar with the church, would I notice anything just straight outright different?
Other than the blood?
Right.
That's not normally there?
Some days.
I mean,
Depends.
yeah, depending on
If we're doing communion or not.
depending on what we're sacrificing that day. You know.
So hidden underneath the rug is a trapdoor that leads down into the
Oh boy.
nave, or not nave, into the underground.
That's some funness.
Let's
in
hop
there.
on down.
Do we have anybody that can check for traps?
I drop the torch in and then we just like receive it.
Yeah, you can toss the torch down.
Let's do that.
As you're tossing it down, there is a much, much stronger smell coming from below. A stench literally assails your nostrils. And everybody make a fortitude check.
17 also.
Nat 1.
7.
Are we doing fumble card? Are we doing fumble card?
We're waiting on the condition part. This is a condition failure.
Gotcha.
What'd you get, Mike?
7.
7? Cass becomes sickened at level 1. However, Buddha over there, he gains sicken 3 and he is retching.
It's projectile vomit. Throws his torch and then vomits.
However, you can't see very much down below. The stairs are pretty steep. You can see that it only goes down 1 floor.
But can I go first and kind of have my shield raised as a light
Sure.
while we go down?
So you're going down first.
And I'll follow him down next. You know about what HR conditions would
It's in the appendix at the back.
Well, I mean, you know how to look through the book.
And you said Cass was going down second?
Take a deep breath and go down last.
Vomit all over us.
Vomit down the stairs.
Let's go to what lies below. As you make your way down the wooden stairs to the undercroft, the stench becomes overwhelming. It's so thick that it is nearly a wall of malodorous air. The undercroft is darker than a moonless night, and the only sounds are that of a dripping noise, as if water dripping from above onto a stone floor. And as you guys step out, and you get a better look, these two in,
Second.
up a floor.
I found the conditions.
What page are you on?
What page is that?
454.
622 on here.
Oh, in the book. It depends on which.
Description.
Hold up so we have it ready.
As you get a better look around, you notice large forms hanging from the floor joists above you. Around 20 of these forms hang swinging gently. It quickly becomes apparent that these are people hung by their ankles. All of their arms hang limply to the floor, and their faces are covered in blood, which is still oozing from the gaping slash wounds to each of their necks. Some have bits of flesh missing, and it is readily apparent that these are bites from some heretofore unknown creature or creatures.
Oh, God.
Will check.
Well,
You guys are just kind of stumbling in.
Nat 1.
Jeez.
Sorry guys, I didn't mean to clap right now.
18.
Oh.
17.
18, 17, 24.
You know, I just want you guys
3
to know
of you stand strong.
these dice are the same dice as those. So I just want you to know. I didn't get you rigged dice because they rolled horrible last session too with those.
Yeah.
Buddha, however, why is he not? Why is that?
That's interesting.
That was supposed to be the trap door.
Looks like a trap door.
I'm not sure why. Alright, here we go. Buddha turns, screaming, and flees.
I saw a bug.
What is your speed?
25 feet.
25 feet. You now have, on top of your sicken, you now have, let's see, you rolled a natural 1. What would your total be? Because this is going to be important.
On a will?
Yes.
5.
Total of 5.
Did you add your level to that as well?
Alright, so
6.
you're not running.
He is 6.
He screams in abject terror, and then he stands there stunned.
Can't use actions.
Yeah, you're.
You were going to be
Out of fear of
That's the
lasers.
meat.
5 rounds of stun.
Sausage.
Jesus.
Do you like it?
How long does
And
it
you
recover
gain
from my-
frightened 3.
How long does it take to recover from sickened, or is that just till the end of this?
It'll be till the end, until you get outside to fresh air.
Cool.
Straight retreating. This can't.
Alright, so do we see any baddies from where we're at right now?
Me?
It's all the hanging bodies.
Make a perception check.
See, I'm scared to make checks now because if you mess them up, you get a penalty.
Not
Which is
all
really-
checks have such terrible endings.
Right,
These
which-
are terror checks.
18.
Yeah.
18?
13.
Does it still do it or not?
14.
No, you're standing there stunned at the moment.
Cool.
Alright, what was the highest among the 3 of you? 18?
He got called a girl 6 times last night. Not that it matters, but the funny thing was we were at Sam's Club and like the cashier goes, "Aw, she's so pretty." I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Hey, Demetrius, you ready, buddy?" And the cashier, like on the other side, goes, "Aw, she's so cute."
Alright.
And someone else is like, "Oh, she's adorable." I'm like,
So we had 18, we had
I blame it on I have a
14.
secret.
14,
13.
Alright, so as you guys are there, there is going to be one surprise round.
That's cucumber.
As Oz is the only one who notices these creatures, comes rushing out of the shadows.
So you can get up.
Oh boy.
And to give you a better idea of what they look like,
That's good.
this is awesome because
Put it out.
you guys don't know creatures just by sight.
Oh, you mean like on Saturday,
Yeah.
where everyone's like, oh,
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll zoom in on that guy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I don't
He's
really
big.
care.
You got a big old tongue.
And
But
That
it-
looks terrifying.
Ben, since you're the only one who's responding immediately, you'll get your will check for terror.
Okay.
Cucumber and a piece of meat.
No problem.
Okay.
And initiative for Ben and the creatures.
Can you just auto-generate initiative?
For Pathfinder First Edition, yes.
So can you roll initiative now?
You roll initiative.
Nice.
Here.
So you can lie about it now.
Might just do this and that here.
Is that a multi-page character?
Alright.
Do I roll or wait?
We'll have you go ahead and roll. Alright, who's got higher than 20? Initiative is a perception check, sorry.
Oh, it's a perception than I do.
I do not.
I have 23.
23 is Mira. What about Cass?
10.
10,
17.
17, and Buddha? 10? Woo! Who has the higher perception score between the two of you? 4. You got a 4?
Cass,
Okay. So Cass and Buddha. 17 was Ox. Or Oz?
As
As Oz.
You
Same
don't know the
difference.
pronunciation yet either.
Yeah, I know. We're still.
Alright, so you guys are going to be flat-footed for the first round. Only Ben will get to take an action.
Ready to change the game.
Okay.
And this guy, 5, 10.
So all three of us except for Ben are flat-footed.
Yes.
And I should have my shield raised, right?
Nope, it takes an action.
Right, when I was walking in with my shield up from the light.
Right, you're using it to hold light, so you'd be holding it more like this to shine the light as far as
Okay,
possible.
alright, that's fine.
We're able to defend ourselves.
Alright. Both of them rush the cleric in the
Right there, right
front.
up from the one right here. Just trying to-
What is your AC?
For me?
Yes.
Flat-footed or just my regular
Just
AC?
there was no flat-footed in Pathfinder.
Oh, no
so
more. That's a
you
good
do have a
question.
-2 because you're flat-footed.
So it'd be 14.
14. They both try and bite you. They stroke and then okay. So yeah, they both try and bite you. One of them succeeds, causing 3 points of damage, and you need to make a fortitude save. They're both going to try and hit you again with bites.
17, 22.
Alright, you're.
How did you do that?
And both missed with their second attacks.
Cool.
And then it goes to Az.
Alright.
Hattery.
Did you say Hattery?
So, do I have a clear shot on one of them?
Wait.
Or both?
And you have a clear shot on both.
Alright, we'll take the one to the left of the cleric,
Alright.
and we will fire a shot at it.
Go for it.
Busted.
Yep, natural 1.
Natural 1.
Oh man, this is gonna be a terrible campaign.
I'm gonna kill someone, that's what's gonna
Chris,
happen.
if
Yeah.
you're watching, I think they're all channeling you. So this I'm gonna put them
Not all of us, Chris.
He
Not all of us.
dry fire, snaps the snaps
No,
the
he's gonna
wire.
put an arrow in the back of my head.
Ready? Wait.
So you draw back on the bow, release it, and then you realize as you're releasing, you forgot to knock an arrow. And you catch bow burn, or string burn,
Oh,
man.
for 2 points of damage.
oh,
Yeah, string burn is the worst.
oh, that, damn.
Alright.
This could break your bow.
And with that, we go back
Right.
to the top of the round. So, 2 rounds is off of that. The creatures go first. They start laughing a bit as they see what happens. And one of them says something to you in a language that you do not understand. As
Hi.
it
I'll call you back in a few minutes. Dee's eaten,
goes
and we have people over.
5, 10,
See.
15. I don't believe anybody has the attack of opportunity reaction.
They're not speaking goblin, are they?
No.
Okay. I speak goblin.
And one is going to bite,
Oh, not this.
try and bite 3 times on Miro. The first one, that's going to be a hit for 4 points of damage. Second one misses. Third one misses. You do need to make a fortitude save.
Not as good. 9.
9? Alright. Let me record something here.
What link would I send my girlfriend so she can watch us?
Somebody
Oh,
else on the shop at Sam's.
Get murdered.
It would
It's
be
Walmart. It's because
twitch.tv/Knightsmith Dinner Table. I'll
No,
throw it
don't
in
shop
the
it.
I'll throw it in the Discord.
I got Discord on my computer at home.
Oh, you don't have it on your phone?
No. Was it Knights Smith Dinner Table or
Yep,
Knights?
all one word. Knights. And then the other one, use a stride action, and so it's going to try and bite at Az
Yep.
twice.
Yes, there's more to. I just don't shop at Walmart because I don't shop at Walmart.
I believe. What's your AC?
17.
17.
That's what it is.
The best.
So that one definitely hit. Both hit.
Okay.
Second one just barely. You take a grand total.
Sausage.
Ooh, this is going to sting.
Yep.
13 points of damage. My dice are on fire. His are not.
Yep.
Theirs are not. Alright, let me check something real quick.
That's what.
down to 3 health now.
Yeah.
I think I'm up next, hopefully. So
I was gonna say I can heal it too.
Are you going for that full round?
we're about to. We're about to have to.
The 3 action heal?
There we are.
Ben's used to making new characters.
Hello.
I am.
All right, so you
I
need
wanted
to make one fortitude save,
Gotcha.
and this will determine if you have to make the second.
I'm not using that dice. That gave me the 1.
There were 3 of them watching. So
Okay.
start rolling the dice.
8.
Then what I want to feel about.
All right, so you don't have to make the second one.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
Son.
Why are you making such a mess, man?
He looks at me and then throws it on the ground. Like,
All right.
This is what I
Pick it up.
So, from those creatures, it goes to Miro.
Yeah.
Miro,
Come on, kill him.
you have knowledge religion, correct?
I think I do. Yeah.
Okay. So, if you wish, you could take a single action to try and identify them, or if you're more concerned about healing your party,
Yeah.
you could spend as many actions there on heal as you want.
Yeah. So I'll do.
Going for the three action.
Yeah.
Alright. Good news is, let me double check. I don't think these guys have the attack of opportunity reaction, but let me double check.
hang up.
They do not.
Alright, so we all get 8 back, right?
Yes.
So I don't have to roll for that one.
And what is your cleric DC?
15.
15. First one failed. Second one passed. The one right next to you screams in pain as the positive energy just rolls off of you.
The one next to me did.
Yes.
His damage. Okay. Cool. That'll be my turn.
Bless you.
Let me make sure. I need to check to see if that was safe for half or safe for.
I got the card.
That is.
Rude kitty.
Oh, it would be as hard.
Yeah, there's a real rude kitty.
Yeah, it doesn't say it on the card.
No, there is no
That's
save.
all.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you allowed to eat
and
food?
Allowed and does she?
I mean,
It's just a 30-foot.
All right. Emanation. It's a 30-foot emanation that hits them.
Two cats
both.
like, but one
hates everybody.
will pretend. like he
And
wants
both
to
of
eat
them
it.
screamed in pain when that happened.
Alright, so it did reach the other one?
Yes.
Alright.
Each square is 5 feet.
Right, so it just didn't have a save, right?
Right.
And
That's what I needed to know is whether or not there was a save.
Yeah, that's good to know
Dimitri's
for
call.
later on.
All right.
Vitamin.
From Miro to Oz. Az. Ah.
My,
Just
whatever.
call him A.
I don't care.
A-hole.
Let's see. Well, since this thing's right up in my face and I can't really, draw a bow.
Sorry. No,
You don't
I
get
forgot
to-
it, so I'm going to let it slide. So, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, well, let's just let that slide. That's fine.
Nope, but I'll remember it next time. I forgot something that these creatures had.
Okay.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Alright. So I did not get far enough through. Does the 5-foot adjust back still work in this game?
It's a step action.
Okay. So we'll
Step?
we'll go ahead and step
Which way?
away from the thing that's attacking me.
Away from the critter.
Yep.
So that's one action out of your 3.
Okay. And then we'll go ahead and load a bolt and try to fire again.
Alright, shooting at the one that's after you.
Yep. Please don't fail. No, it's not a fail, but it's only a 8 to hit.
8 is a miss.
Yep.
Which means it is a fail. Just not a crit.
Yeah, it's not a crit fail.
It's not a crit fail by 2.
Oh, yeah, by 2.
Close your Somebody do something.
All right, Cass.
All right, my turn.
Your turn.
I'm going to cast Disrupt Undead at the creature to the rear, so by as.
Turn back and make your spell attack.
Alright. And then what is that plus?
Your spell attack roll.
It's on.
It's on the magic page.
You almost
Should be the top left.
No, it should be somewhere in there. Divine spell attack.
Oh, it's casting.
Yay! Sound is working.
Okay. So what is that? Roll D20 plus.
He doesn't have just like a regular plus.
Should be on the same.
It's the 2. I think it's just the 2.
Just 2.
No, it is
Oh, it spells for death.
primary spell attack.
So you get the plus 14.
No, I think I added the 10 from down here on. Should
So
just
it should
be
be
plus 4.
Okay.
That's my mistake.
That's why I was looking at it. I was like, you shouldn't get a plus 14.
Plus 4.
Borrow your pencil up here.
Yep.
So I got 15.
Total of 15. 15 is a miss.
Does he add his level to that?
Yes, you add your
Okay,
level.
so 16.
16 is a hit.
Alright. Yes. So is that a 1d4 for damage?
Look, these fancy little cards here. Disrupt Undead.
Which are beautiful.
The 1d6. So you spread one, just regular dice. Yep.
Alright. So 4. And is that plus.
Throw it on the floor, you're not getting anymore.
No, yeah, it's only the d20 rolls that have the level dice.
So 4 for the damage roll.
You said 4?
Yes, sir.
That one screams it again, and now it's looking at you.
Alrighty.
Because both you and Miro threw positive energy at it. Alright, so from Miro to Buddha, who is still paralyzed. Or stunned, I should say. Stunned. Then, back up to the creatures. That one takes a step and is going to try and bite, cast twice. First one's going to miss. The second one is going to hit.
You don't have to eat the skin.
Cass is... Whoops. Wrong guy for damage. Cass is going to take 3 points of damage and needs to make a fortitude save.
Me, Chase.
Alright. 20.
20? Alright, and then make a second fortitude save.
21.
21. Alright, you felt your muscles start to lock up with that bite. That's what I was forgetting.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Great.
But you managed to shake off that. Alright, then the other one is going to go all in. Only one's going to hit.
More?
Is it attacking me?
Yes. Miro gets hit for 2, and you need to make a fortitude save.
You have 2 pieces of meat.
As you feel your muscles start to lock up.
Yep. You're done.
19 plus something.
The 15 piece of food on the floor.
Fortitude, 5, so 24.
24. You were just fine. You shake that effect off.
Yeah. So I took how many points, sorry?
3.
3.
That's not going to save you.
So I know the shield is a reaction.
Yeah, raising
spell.
shield is a reaction. Or
Well, just the
Shield
shield
block?
cantrip. Yeah.
no.
Just called shield.
Oh, that's a spell.
Right. And it's a reaction though, right?
No. You have the raise shield feat, which allows you to put your shield in between. Does that make sense?
Right, I understand the raise shield, but this is the cantrip.
Right. That creates a
I thought
magical force effect between you and the other.
Okay. I thought it was a reaction.
No.
But it's not. Okay.
Oh, I have my animal companion too that I completely forgot about that we have.
You and me both.
Dang.
So we will rectify this.
We We left him outside.
Yeah.
As your
Sit.
and for those of you who are GCP fans, Barry stay.
Yeah, we
All
can
right,
just say
let me
that
get-
guarding the trap door upstairs.
There we go.
Because that would make
Go
sense.
down to the right size. Is he a size?
What's his name?
spot?
We got a name for it the other day. What name?
Yogi.
Oh, yeah, your name is Derek.
So your companion acts on your your companion acts on your initiative.
Okay.
Miro is up. One of his heal spells have been used.
Yeah. And he just took 3 points, so you're good for a second. Let me try disrupt undead on the one adjacent to me.
All right.
That's a fortitude save.
Oh, that's right.
Sure, you watch
So
What happens when it fails its fortitude?
You do a 1d6 plus your spellcasting ability. If the creature critically fails, it's enfeebled, but nothing if it just fails.
What's the DC?
My DC is 15. My spell DC is.
Okay. He did not critically fail. He just failed.
Okay. So you don't get anything extra. And then my modifier is a plus. What's my actual modifier?
For your spell attack?
Yeah.
Should be there on your spell sheet.
So is it the +5, the spell attack, or
Spell attack.
modifier? Okay,
Should be divine spell attack.
so I would get an additional 5?
No, that's on your attack roll. You still have to roll to hit. Roll your d20 and add 5. Because you gotta reach out and...
Right, but then I deal 1d6 positive
Right.
damage is what I was talking about.
Yes.
That's a 17 plus 5, so that'll hit.
That'll hit.
Plus 6. So then
It's
1d6
just a 1d6 for damage.
plus your spellcasting ability modifier. That's what it says.
Yep.
So what is my spellcasting ability?
Your wisdom modifier.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. That's a 3, and then my wisdom mod is over here somewhere. There's a 3 as well, so 6 total.
6 total. It is not looking very good. From Miro to Az.
Alright.
Right now, the stunned Buddha is giving some cover to this guy.
Okay. And there's a guy to the south of me then.
You're protecting him with your
Poor
body.
you, man. Cheryl got stunned like
Good
3
job.
times. in one night.
I'm gonna shoot south at that guy then and see if I can hit him.
Alright, go ahead and make your attack roll. Are you doing just 1 attack, 2 attacks, 3 attacks?
We're gonna do 2 attacks.
Alright, so the second attack is at a -5.
Yep. 12 to hit.
12 is a miss.
Alright.
Your second attack?
It's gonna miss. I rolled a
Alright.
4 on the die.
What are you going to do with your third action?
Oh damn. Let's do a religion check and see if I know how to kill these things easier.
Yeah, I guess that's what
I don't.
What'd you get?
What, 2?
They're scary.
You have no idea what these are.
I rolled a 1.
So, guys, next session we'll have the Paizo condition deck.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
I just got the email that it shipped.
They replied, huh? Well, you got the email too. They didn't really reply.
You guys will like the condition deck because it'll have all the conditions on it. So all you have to do is when you get it, you put it, and then you put a marker for each level that you have.
Nice.
All right. So that was as to Cass.
Okay, so for my javelins, am I able to retrieve those if I throw them at the...
Yes, javelins you can retrieve, arrows you can.
And then for the javelin, does it have to be thrown if I'm within?
You can use it like a spear.
Okay. So if I'm gonna pull out a javelin as an action, and
So
then
withdraw
I'm
a
gonna turn towards the monster closest to Euro.
So you're gonna face this guy over here.
Is that an action turning around or no?
Yeah.
That is an action. Okay.
No, not the spin. No.
Okay.
Technically, there's no facing in Pathfinder.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I'm going to attack that goblin with my withdrawn javelin.
Okay. Rather than using your Dex modifier, you would use your Strength modifier. So where it has the Dex modifier, just replace it with your Strength modifier.
Okay.
So that'll change your 2 hit by what, 1 or 2?
1, yeah. So is that one plus level 2?
Yep.
All right, so I got 15 for the hit.
15 is a miss.
And then I have one more action, right?
Yeah, you drew your weapon, you stab. You can stab again if you want, but it's at a -5.
Okay.
Or if you have knowledge, or if you have Lord Religion, you can try that as well. Or not Lord Religion, just
These dice
religion.
aren't working.
Hey, you might as well just start an attack. Yeah, that's it. I hurt, or you can try to. I don't think you can reach anybody to heal.
Yeah. All right, I'm just gonna try to attack again. Let's see what I get. That's even worse. So that would be 12 minus 5 is 7.
Okay, that is a miss. Fortunately, not a critical miss. All right, Buddha is still stunned. However, you're starting to come out of it.
Cool.
Ethan looks like he's having a blast with this stuff for the entire first combat of his Pathfinder 2nd edition game.
I mean, I've managed to hit a whole whopping 0 things, so.
Yeah, this is all going really well.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cleric went in front. and
Oh,
everything
brilliant,
else
right?
Yeah. You also get white.
All right, back to the top. One of these critters. He doesn't take 75% yet. So he is going to try again. First attack, cock die, is a miss. Second is a miss. Third. What's your AC, Miro?
16.
16. He missed. Then the other one. It really does not like these people throwing positive energy. Miss. What's your AC, Mike?
15.
All 3 missed on you. There went my usual player dice luck. All right, Miro.
Yeah. So,
Try again.
here we are.
Here we are again.
I will use.
This music does, or this ambience just doesn't.
I'm gonna use Divine Lance on the one beside of Buddha. Try to get him to come
This
my
ought
way.
to sound better for this. So you're hitting the one next to you?
Next to Buddha, just to try
So
to.
you're gonna step away,
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
turn towards Buddha, and
They're actually pulling back a square this way because it's a ranged attack.
okay. Throwing your disrupt undead again.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, because I forgot that was ranged. That would be a better spell. Yeah. Disrupt undead. Let's see. That's a roll. That's a 1. 1 plus 3. That's a 4, 5 with my level. With the natural
So you felt the energies twist as it comes out of your hand. Go ahead and roll the damage.
3.
Plus your wisdom modifier.
Oh, that would have no. I did that wrong. My first one would have been a 7. My attack roll would have been a 7.
That's still
Okay, that's fine. I added my modifier, so that'd be a 6 total.
6 total. And you see its wounds close as
Got me.
the bright white light turns into
Real
this
good.
purple energy mass and strikes it.
I'm doing this healing thing, guys.
All right.
That's all my actions. So yeah.
So then we're to Az.
Woo. Well.
Alright. So I see the white energy turn. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't think that was on purpose because he looks as surprised as you are.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll keep firing south while I still have a shot on that target
Okay.
before I run out of arrows.
Get up a bear.
There we go.
Oh yeah, bear.
Maybe you should use your
Yeah,
bear.
if you flank,
Yeah.
did you read the flank power?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
Where's your bear at? I thought he
He's-
came down here.
He's
21 to hit.
He's chilling.
21?
Yeah.
Holy
21 is a
Finally
hit.
did something.
And 2 points of damage.
Oh, wait. I got this.
4 points of
Hey,
damage.
my man.
4 points of damage.
My man.
Dude.
He almost negated what you did.
He hit the other one.
No.
I healed the one next to him.
So, he hit the one next to me.
Dick.
Yeah.
I hit the one before. Take it up on south.
All right.
All right.
From as to Cass. Or no, you still have 2 more actions. Az.
Yeah, we're gonna pop another shot. That's -5, correct?
-5 from your. Did you roll a 1?
No, I rolled a 5, so on the dice.
So what's your total? Plus your modifier -5.
6.
6.
Yeah.
The good news is it's not a critical miss.
Yep.
How is this not a critical pass? What's this? I rolled a 7.
I know.
We just don't like it.
Ridiculous.
All right. And your third action?
You got a religion check, huh?
We'll go ahead and try that religion check again. See if I can.
Can't.
Oh, that's right. It's once.
Once
right.
you fail, identify something.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. To Cass.
Alrighty.
And your bear.
Yes.
Why don't you start with the bear?
I'm not going to remind you.
Yeah,
just to let you know.
Yeah. Alright, so
with the
can I send my bear in a position to flank the rear zombie?
20.
And then...
You can always flank it. Yeah.
Okay, I don't think we could before.
Nice. Spinning to face it.
I'm going to go ahead and have him... is it one of my actions if he attacks?
You know what?
I don't think it is because you get 2 separate.
I think commanding is a free action. Let's check. Let's check the
Like to end both of these things.
feats. Alright, page 214.
Sounds very relieving after this. Then.
Alright, so if you use an action to command an animal, it gets 2 actions during your turn.
Okay, so it's one of my actions for
To command.
actions. Okay, so the flank. So one of his actions.
One of his was
flanking.
stride, so you can still attack.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and have him attack that creature closest to it. And then is there a modifier for the animal?
He's got his own sheet in your stack.
Okay.
Should be the last sheet.
Glass.
That should be it. You have to turn your page a little more.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, so roll a d20 for hits. I got
And you replace its level with your level.
Okay. So I got a 3 and then 4.
4 of them.
4 is a miss, and that is a critical miss.
So
So
fun
that
game, isn't
will prevent him from doing his
Don't worry, I've spent whole games where my character was dead.
attack. And you have 2 actions left yourself.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to cast Disrupt Undead at the undead thing that I'm facing.
So the one between you and your bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so hits 17, and you said that was, what was that, wisdom?
Your primal spell attack.
Oh, plus,
It was like +4, +5.
22.
22 is a hit.
Okay.
It howls in pain as you do a d6 plus your wisdom modifier.
6 plus 2, so 8.
8.
That's not really 6, that's D8. D6 is this one. Hold on, son.
Oh, did he roll it back?
I got a 6 again.
Okay.
So 8.
8 total damage,
Yeah, I just
and
rolled
it
it.
is howling in pain. It is not happy. Alright, 2. Buddha! You come unstunned and you see these things around you.
Holy balls!
You saw them the whole time, but now you're able to do something.
Still puking a little.
Yep, still sickened.
What's the... yeah, that's what I just look at and see what the sicken did for him.
I think it was -3 to everything, right?
Yeah, as long as you're at sickened 3, so it would be a -3.
Okay. I'm gonna do the Fury of Blows, hitting it twice.
Alright. So on your flurry of blows, the first number before the slash is the first attack, the second number is the second attack. Does that make sense?
So what's the difference between Fury of Blows and just hitting it twice?
No, this is
Oh,
the
okay.
this is the same thing. It's just this is the actual.
Your
number,
penalty
so
is actually lower.
With
Flurry
Oh,
of
one.
blows.
yeah.
Okay. Still a D6?
It's a d20 to hit plus your level.
So 14.
14 is a miss, and your second attack,
9.
that will also be a miss.
Cool.
Back to them.
Alright.
One is attacking. Actually, it's got a flank, so it's going to take advantage of its flank.
That's a good point. It was flanked. So did we get... Does that matter?
It doesn't have a flank with you, because for a flank, the person has to be on the direct opposite side of you. So, like here, they've got a flank, but you don't have anybody here to help you, so you don't have the flank. All right. Seriously, I can't hit with flank. Looking like there we go. All right. So the one in between the two of, between the bear and Cass, misses completely. It's totally distracted by the fact that it's got enemies almost on all sides. The other one tries to bite once, missing. You hear the snapping of teeth. Its second bite also misses. However, its third bite sinks deep, but not as deep as I thought it was going to.
That's good. Used to that.
So 7 damage, and the first fortitude save.
23.
23, all right, and then a second fortitude save against the paralysis.
19.
19, you managed to shake everything off. All right, then it's Miro's turn.
So I'm down to 5.
Right. So I will use my battle medicine on Cass,
Okay.
which is a medicine check for the same DC as True Wounds, but I don't know what True Wounds DC is.
So we'll look that up real quick. That is under medicine, skills, skill descriptions, and medicine. All right, so you are treating wounds, which is you can only use that in exploration mode. And right now we're in encounter. You could do first aid.
Well, that's for True Wounds, right?
Yes.
Because I can patch up yourself in a distant ally even in combat.
Oh,
It's my feat.
that okay. Okay, that makes sense.
So
You can
attempt a
use
medicine
treat
check with the same DC as Treat Wounds, provide the corresponding amount of healing.
wounds. Go ahead, and the medicine check DC is going to be 15.
So do I add my modifier to it?
You add your
I'm
roll a
medicine?
d20 and add your modifier plus your level.
Do I add my medicine? It's a medicine check, right?
Yeah, it's a medicine check.
So it's 20
20.
total.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Then I don't know what the heal die is
that's
for Shriek Wounds.
Alright, so you You won't be able to treat wounds on him for an hour.
No, I can't treat him for the rest of the dead. That's part of my feat. I can't do battle medicine to the rest of the dead. That's just the feat. But yeah, I can treat his wounds
Success.
later.
Roll 2d8.
Shit. I was not ready for that. That's 8 on the dice, and then do I add anything else? Modifier? Anything?
No, you rolled 2d8?
Yeah, I got 2 4s.
Okay. So, no, you don't add anything onto it. He gains 8 hit points back.
Cool. So that's one action for battle medicine.
Yep.
So my other action, I will.
You slap some poultices and other things on it really quickly.
What?
So as you slap poultices and other healing objects,
I'll do disrupt undead to the guy to the west.
double check. Yeah, battle medicine is one action. Okay.
Yep.
So shooting at the guy to the west. Go ahead and make your spell attack roll. That's a 2-action spell, isn't it?
It is, so it'll be all my actions. That is a 10 plus 5 plus 1, 16.
16. 16 is a hit.
That's a d6 plus my mod, so that's 8 points of damage.
8 points to the guy to the west.
To the west.
He crumbles to the ground and starts rotting away.
Jesus.
Fucker.
You guys are earning your experience damage.
Hey.
Hey!
We're doing stuff.
Yay!
Cat lad.
It's okay. I only wasted like 5
Alright, that
shots
was
and
zero
missed
to Az.
everything. Alright, so the one that was south of me dropped?
Yes.
Alright. Screw it. Let's give the monk flanking. Let's do an
Striding?
acrobatics check to jump over it.
Oh, jeez. Now we're getting all fancy.
We are getting fancy.
Everything else has been going
let's
so
watch.
well. I
Let's
can see why.
let's really test our luck here and see how it works. 9 to get over it.
You're just gonna like trip into it.
10 if you're counting the level.
You always count the level on anything you're proficient in.
Do I still have that frightened effect?
Yes.
That's a -1, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, then that would just be strict. Yeah, no, that'd be 9.
No, sorry. Let me double check that because I think fright may fall off one.
I like that creativity.
But if it-
that was a good shot.
Well, if it fell off, then yeah, it's.
You should
that's
have like
10.
fired your bow mid.
Yeah,
I mean-
Yeah. So we are like 5 or 6 rounds in. All of your guys' frightened conditions would be gone
All right.
because it reduces by 1 at the end of each of your turns.
Oh, okay.
All right. So
So a 10.
10.
Into acrobat.
I mean, let me double check acrobatics. So tumbling through, the DC is against the enemy's reflexes. Oh, are you trying to pass through its space, or are you just going to go around?
Oh,
Over it.
let's just go around.
Okay. So
Well, if it's that easy.
Excuse me, Bear. I'm gonna.
yeah,
step
'cause you could go. You started here. That would be 5,
10, 20.
15.
Oh, 50, right, because that would be 13.
So, yeah, you're right next to it. You still have 10 more feet of movement if you want to use it on this action. You want to get some space because you do cause a flank.
Yeah, even at range, right?
In this instance, yes.
Yeah. All right, let's back up then.
Back up one.
Yep.
All right.
And then that would leave me with 2 actions left then, right? I think that's correct. Yeah, so we'll take
You moved and then.
moved. Yep. All
You
right.
got check.
We're going to go ahead and take a shot at it then.
I just want you to know while you're shooting that body above you is like kicking you in the head.
No, because it's hanging by its ankles.
Oh, so it's headbutting you.
All right.
What'd you get?
That would be a 20 to hit.
20 is a hit. Damage.
And that one
Go big
is
or go home.
D8.
Be the hero, Ben.
Hold on. Yeah, 1.
1. Yeah, you're not a hero, Ben.
Not today. Not today, boys. Not today.
All right. From Az to Cass.
Okay.
Cass, you have a flank.
Yes, so I'm going to go ahead and have my bear attack first.
All right.
What's flanking do for you?
So you command the bear. This gives you a +2 to hit.
+2 on top of what you already got.
Alright, so 13 for the bear.
That's going to be a miss. It has another action yet.
Alright, I'm going to have him try to bite again. His name is White Claw, so.
White Claw
2 plus.
Isn't that more of like a round?
There's a little bit.
So that'd be
You know.
4 minus 5.
So that's going to be a miss. All right, and then you have 2 actions left.
Alright, cool. Come on. I'm going to try to cast Disrupt Undead again.
All right, go ahead and make D20 roll to hit.
So 12 again.
12 is that total? Okay. 12 is a miss.
Alright. And
That
one
costs
action left,
both.
right?
The spell costs you 2.
Oh, okay.
Just those 2 and then you command.
Why is Thor barking?
Oh, that's what I was wondering.
Thor never barks. And then Buddha.
Come on, Buddha, take us out.
Buddha.
Let's punch him.
You have a flank with him, so you get a +2 to hit.
Cool. I'm still getting a -3, so I end up with a -1.
Actually, your frightened has gone away. Or no, you have the -3 for the second. I apologize. So you still have the -3. So yeah, total of -1 net
All right.
before your modifiers to hit.
Okay. So grand total 23.
23 is a hit.
Alright.
Are you doing flurry of blows?
Yep.
Okay. How much do you do?
Is it a D6 plus 3?
D6 plus 3?
It's not written down there. But it's
Yeah, that one.
Bludgeon.
That's your unarmed attack because you're using your fists.
Does the -3 affect the damage?
No.
No, 9.
9? How are you striking this thing? Knee, foot, fist, head?
Fists to the head.
Fist to the head. You smash its skull in with a strike, and it crumples to the ground, dead again.
Alright. That only took a while.
Yeah, so totally forgot I had precision on that, James. Could have totally used that.
What's your precision?
Fine.
Precision, you have trained to aim for your prey's weak points. The first time you hit your
You
hunted
forgot
prey.
to choose hunt prey.
Yeah,
Oh, so
Hunt
it's like
prey
a
is an
hunter's mark?
action.
yeah. If I choose to hunt one of those.
Right, yeah, it's a hunter's mark. Cool. That's good to know in the future.
Yep. It adds 1d8 of precision damage to it.
Oh, shit. That's a good little extra bit. Alright, we'll do a perception check real quick, see if there's any other baddies in the area.
Just going to do like a general perception look around to make sure? Or what?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, go ahead and make perception checks.
I'm gonna police what arrows I can to see how many I get back.
We'll say
You're gonna say there's not a...
only one of them still salvageable.
Okay, so
Wow, man.
I may reinstitute that just to...
Yeah, just the quality of life. I got a 17 for my perception.
16.
Just want to make sure we're not getting snuck up
oh,
on.
26.
26. The guy who's the expert in perception. You find 2 of the people are still alive. One is a blonde woman wearing a homespun dress. She looks like she's barely alive. And the other one is one of the priests. And he looks to be the oldest of the priests.
Did I happen to
I call them over.
No, they were just. I counted that.
Oh,
They
did
were
you?
just.
Okay, I was going to ask about it, but it wasn't really pertinent, so...
All right.
I call you over since you're
Yeah.
whoever
All right,
can
so
heal.
as you're looking at them, you'll need to make a medicine check.
Medicine.
I can help you with that.
Sure.
Are you going to aid him?
I'll aid him in that.
So what I gotta do is me.
That is what I'm double checking now.
Don't give me the AIDS.
Actually. All right, so you roll a medicine check at a DC 20.
Yep, so that would be 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Alright, he gives you a +1 circumstance bonus
So I get +1 to my d20.
on top of your other bonus.
Okay. So that was medicine to 5 +1. So that's a 18.
18?
5, 6, 7, 10. Yep.
18. They are both, to metagame it, they both have the dying 2 condition.
Oh, damn.
Can I stabilize them?
And you realize they both have contracted something known as ghoul fever. And then you realize what those were. There's only one thing that gives ghoul fever.
Fevers.
Alligators.
That's right, alligators.
Alligators.
You're fired.
Anyway.
Alright, so first you want to stop them from dying, so make a medicine check. Who are you helping first? The priest?
I'll help the priest, but I have stabilized as a cantrip.
Oh, you have stabilized as a cantrip. Alright. So, I don't even think there's a roll needed for that.
It doesn't say there is. Target loses the dying condition, yeah.
Okay, so you cast it twice.
Cast it 4 times, don't I? With the dying too.
Sure.
You know what? We'll say, for now, we'll say yes.
No, I didn't know if that's how it worked out. So.
I think it completely wipes it out.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Let me look at the dying condition.
I guess there's not like a stabilized 1 or 2 either, so it would make sense to just wipe it.
They didn't put the dying condition on the screen. That's kind of weird. Ah, here we go. Alright, so dying. It does not say so. I am going to say 1 casting stabilize will do it.
We'll wipe it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I cast it twice. And then would I recognize the priest?
You
as
do. This is Father Anston,
Yeah.
head of the church here. As he comes awake and they're both brought up to 0 hit points, you can heal them now if you'd like.
So treat wounds.
Either treat wounds or if you want to do the heal spell.
I would treat.
Because treat wounds will take 10 minutes.
15 minutes.
Yes. So here's Father Anston.
Oh, can I use my battle medic feat on them?
Yes, you could.
Okay, so I will do that, which the DC for that was 15.
Yep. You can increase it to 20 for some extra help.
Right now, I'll stay at 15 because I don't think I've met it on the lady.
I heard the last time.
7, then medicine is 5 plus my level. So that's going to be a 13.
13. So that didn't get it. You
And then
can't
I'll
use
try
it
it on
after
him.
24 hours.
That's a 10, yeah, 15, and then 17 total.
All right. How much does he gain back?
It was 2d8. Right?
Yep.
He gained 6.
6. All right. He is looking a lot better, although not completely healed. And as he comes awake, he looks up and says, Miro, thank you, lad.
Father, what happened?
Well, they came busting through the doors. We heard a crack of thunder. And then suddenly the 2 ghouls came in and there was nothing I could do. They hit me first. It's like they knew I was there, lad.
You know what they were here for?
The same thing all creatures of the shadow are, would be my guess. Destruction of the light.
Death and destruction. Are there any other survivors? Or were these all of them?
These are the only 2 survivors.
Well, Father, what do you think we should do next?
Well,
Can I take you?
town hall is probably the safest place. But first, let's take care of
Who's this man?
let's take care of Helga.
Oh, what does she have? She has something in common.
Aye, she's Jared, the blacksmith's wife.
Right. Alright, well, let me get my allies fixed up here, and then we'll try to move to the town hall.
Aye, okay.
I'll see if I can get her patched up. You took some damage, didn't you? How much you take?
I'm down to 3 health still.
I healed you for 8
Oh,
at one point.
damn, 8.
So if
So
you
I'm
didn't
at
take any
11.
after that, you're
No,
at 11.
yeah, I'm at 11.
Ethan, you didn't
I
take
missed
anything,
you.
did you? You didn't get hit. So I think we're all decent.
So
Yeah,
11 out of
13,
17,
so
I'm not
we're
too
good
bad
for
off.
now.
So let's try to make it to the town hall,
Yeah,
and
so
then we'll kind of regroup here.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the guy can walk, but do we need to carry the other lady?
She is still unconscious.
Still unconscious.
So if you have a heal spell,
So, well,
That
I'm
would
gonna burn
Don't
the
want to
last.
have one prepared. I don't have to prepare it for the day.
I can spend 10 minutes here.
I can carry her.
Well, I was gonna say if we want to go ahead and carry her if she'll make it to town hall, and then
Yeah, that's
we'll
fine.
take the 10 minutes there.
Yeah, that'll work. Is there anything important we need to grab from the church, Father?
aye. And they already smashed everything they came to smash, and nearly got us as well. It's a shame about our townsfolk, though, because he's looking around. You can see he's definitely shaken from his near-death experience.
Can we take account for any of the people that I would know from town? Or is Helga the only other one?
A couple of merchants here and there, minor merchants. Nobody else in town that we see.
If
Alright.
undead are rising, should we just burn the corpses immediately?
It doesn't seem like
As
the
a
undead
precaution.
rose. It seemed that they came here.
Thought they were bursting out of people in town.
At the
guy-
original event, yes.
Yeah, the cloaked figure,
He was doing it.
he seemed to kind of control that. It wasn't. So, and then these ghouls are, I think, sent by him. I don't think it was necessarily from these corpses. And then I guess, Father, could you, I guess you got to testify because you were unconscious first.
Father, what do you think we should do with the bodies?
As much as I hate to say it, we should probably leave them for now. We just need to survive this night. The creatures will leave most likely at the day.
Okay.
Then let's get back to the
Alright.
town hall.
So we're gonna pick up the unconscious. We're gonna pick up Helga, and then we're
Grab
gonna
Helga?
go as
Yep.
a group to town hall. Start making our way out of here.
All right.
And I'll kind of,
Let's see if anything fun happens.
I'll
on
have
the
Father-
way back.
hands down on my shoulder, kind of helping him along.
I'm just slinging her over my shoulder like a sack.
Fireman carrier.
I have my dagger in my other hand just in case.
You're an elf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elf Ranger.
All right. So as you guys stumble your way back through town, helping helping Father Anson, as well as Helga, Jared Omley's wife, the blacksmith, you make it most of the way through town without incident.
Most of the way.
However, as you're arriving at the town hall, you
Am I still
hear a
sick?
loud. What's that?
Am I still sick?
No, you got fresh
No,
air.
once you
Yeah,
get out
you're
in
fine.
fresh air, your sickened is gone.
You
Cool.
should be better.
Alright, so let me. So I did not put your tokens on
Still
here.
need to brush your teeth. But
Yeah.
that, you're good.
Some mouthwash.
Alright, so.
I just crafted this on purpose.
Fix some neck. Chew on this for a minute.
Which I will update here. There's some class. There's
Yeah, I just didn't want to blast out my skill spell because I don't know what's.
Happened next. I should have taken that.
I should have taken one more heal spell. I left it at 2.
Yeah.
Because you only get 2, right?
Right, but I can take heal.
Oh, you can use it as a
level.
first level spell.
So I just have my 2 heals that I get. I didn't take another one yet.
So I do have a summon animals, so I can have like 2 animals technically with the spell. And then
Right, but then if think if you have two animals, then your command, you're gonna have command two.
Yeah,
So
it's
you'd be
two
left
actions.
with one action, which isn't a huge deal.
Yeah, because I can still use a can. Can I? Yeah, because I can. No.
No, most cantrips are
Or
two,
two,
so you can
so-
still strike with your weapon
Okay.
if you're like surrounded,
Within
or you
range.
can move.
Yeah.
So you can do anything one action, which I mean isn't. It just depends on how the scenario plays out.
Okay.
But yeah,
Alright.
so you could have a bear and a wolf, and you just
So,
try to follow. Look,
yeah, let's go.
All right.
sit with your chest. You met my bear, white claw.
As you make your way back to the town square, you hear a loud, rhythmic banging. Once your weary group turns the corner back into the square, you see a disheartening sight before you. Bodies of guardsmen lay scattered about the front of the hall like discarded dolls. All about the square, a half-dozen dead townsfolk now rest not so peacefully. At the door to the hall, a massive zombie, one that seems to have grown to the size of a troll, is pounding on the door, and the door is beginning to splinter and buckle under its continued assault. Nearby, two more, smaller zombies are feasting on the dead. Revulsion and terror run down your spine as you brace for what you now know you must do. Everybody make a terror check. Will save.
21.
Did I tell you guys to grab your hero points?
Yeah, I gave him back to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So don't forget, you can use a hero point to re-roll by spending.
That's a will save, you said?
Yep.
7, then your level. That's a 20 for me.
20.
18.
Come on.
So I got 4, so I'm gonna use my hero point on
Using
that
your
one.
hero
Smart
point.
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in town, you're just running forever when you get there. Like, we'll find you the next town over.
Really good. Got the same exact thing.
Oh, well, you should have rolled
Don't roll on your character sheet.
All right. So what's your
Yeah.
total?
5.
5.
Yeah.
All right. So you are going to be stunned for 6 rounds and frightened 3, but the frightened will go away. I need to adjust that. Should probably check the frightened on the end of the stuff. I'll fix those rules later. We won't change anything tonight. You had the 20, and Ben had
22.
22. Both of you were frightened 1, and Ethan, with just a basic failure, you gain the frightened 2 condition as well as the fleeing condition. On your action, you can attempt the will save again to try and break the fleeing.
Okay.
Or it'll automatically go away when the frightened goes away.
Wait, I need to look up and see what my gutsy thing is, because I get a bonus to fear checks. I got a +2 bonus to fear checks.
You get a +2 bonus?
Yeah, so it'd be the same still. It'd be a 22. But I need to
22,
remember
so
that.
it would
for-
just be, yeah.
Yeah,
It would just be the
remember
frightened 1 condition.
Yep. Let's see. You do the fear control courage. You take a status penalty equal to the chest d6.
All right. And we're going to immediately go into combat rounds. I just got dinged.
So DCs would be your attack roll, right?
Hmm?
DCs would be your attack roll. Like, so you get a penalty to your checks and DCs. So the DCs are your attack
Dice.
roll. Dice checks.
All right.
Okay. I just want to make sure I got that was different than the sickening thing.
Yeah, no, it is a little bit different. It's just
Right.
it's -1 with things.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Guys, good luck in your battle. I can't help you.
He can't help
You're
for a bit.
stuck. And your poor bear is just there too, because he can't command the bear, right?
Nope.
It's done. So your bear is just like, you need to wait for
I mean, I can train the animal, but that's about it. It won't listen to me.
Can you do an animal check or animal handle?
Well, that's a different one now. They changed it.
Oh, did they change it? Did they change it to training, right?
It's a different.
There's
pretty sure
3
it's
smaller zombies. I apologize. I misread
Good.
it.
I guess you could probably. Well, that'd be a real thing for me and Alan.
Yeah, no, I'm just a ranger.
Just ranger.
I can train them.
Because I'm playing a hunter in the
Yeah.
Saturday night game, so I'm
Okay.
like in between.
Yeah.
So I know a little bit about both, but not a whole lot about either. So.
I tend to prefer.
All right. Go ahead and make your perception checks for initiative.
The rangers are the group.
17.
10.
19.
Hold on to those for just a minute.
I'm ready to take a link real quick.
So I'm just thinking to swap out the red guy. Whatever you do for me.
There's still 2 more guys up there, Mike.
We'll try it. I can't go for a little bit anyway.
Okay, yeah, you're fine.
Are you rolling one of yours? Are these weighted like metal right here?
Oh yeah, they're metal.
You like these?
All right.
I do actually love it.
What did Az get?
I do like these.
22.
22 for Az. What about Cass?
I'm stuck.
Right, you can still roll initiative because you'll need it later.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, just
Did you roll a 1?
just give up.
I got a 2.
You got a 2. What's your
on the
total?
Dice, 3.
3. Buddha?
Or no, you
10.
said that was a perception check?
Yeah, it's a perception.
Okay,
check.
so total actually was 6.
Okay. Buddha?
10.
10.
17.
Oh yeah.
I like your Star Wars cowl in the bathroom.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
I was like, oh, I don't even want to touch it. It's like a decorative towel.
All right.
See it too. It's not gonna work either, man.
I think we just need to get like the rest of the dives and just make a community die pool. That way everybody's germs are on it.
Yeah,
So like
that's
you can't blame one person. Maybe it'll like do the opposite effect.
Man.
Okay, so at the very top of the round, Az,
Yep.
what would you like to do? You are right here.
Okay, can I see the big zombie?
You can indeed see the big zombie.
I am going to select it as my prey.
Choosing it as your prey.
Yup.
Is that a free action or is that a...
Let me double check here. Hold on 1 second. I think it actually counts as an action. You must be able to see the prey. You must track. Yeah, it is an action.
Okay, so it's a single action to mark it as your prey. And
Let's see.
you still have 2 actions left then.
Yep. All right. We will use precision to aim for the big zombie's weak spot.
Okay. You chose precision as your...
Yes, I did.
All right. Range is 100 feet.
Okay.
What's the range increment on your weapon?
Range increment on the... Oh, damn, it's not on. Hold on.
What is it, a longbow?
Longbow, yeah. Yeah, I don't have the... I'd have to look it up in the book.
I got it. I already got the PDF up.
Alright, let me know. I'll write it down here next to it. That way I know.
Weapon statistics, range.
There's 3 skellies up there.
No.
No, they're just
Those are zombies.
Undead
Smaller
zombies.
zombies.
All right, so it's just a regular longbow,
Yeah,
100 feet.
100 feet.
So
Sweet.
it's right at the edge of your first range increment. So no penalty for range.
Whew. All
You
right.
can see clearly because of your low light vision.
Yep. Now the rain has gone.
But the zombies
We should
All
not.
right, hero point for everybody.
So now that I got a hero point, I'm going to spend the hero point because I rolled a 5.
All right.
Well, that's much
That was
better.
good, guys.
we all broke out in the song.
That would
It
be.
wasn't planned. I mean, all spontaneous.
Yeah.
Would be 20 to hit.
20 is a hit.
'Kay.
Damage.
That would be. Where's my D8? 6 damage.
6 damage.
And then we'll pop a second shot since I have that precision up. Just want to make sure I have the bonus correct on this precision when I do it for the second time. Okay, yeah, so it's not, I don't actually have the minus. Okay. So
No big deal, I saved everything.
Screw it.
Spending your last one.
Yep. 21 to hit that time.
21 is another hit.
Alright. 1 damage. Alright.
Might be time to start thinking about a composite one.
Yeah, well, when I have the money.
Yeah, they're expensive. I read that last night.
I saw the cost on them.
It's like 22 gold pieces.
Yeah.
All right. From Az to Miro.
Can I see them?
You
Does
can
one lack
see.
the vision.
There's light.
Okay,
The
so
fire
I can.
is casting
Okay.
a light. So
It's
you
casting
can see
it up,
them.
okay.
Yes. Actually, I need to move the time of day to about midnight.
And where's 30 foot get me? Let's see. I'm in the front.
Your speed is 30.
Or probably not. I'm probably just saying 25.
So there's 5, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. And that does not put him within 30 of me.
5, 15, 20, 30. Nope. You can take another stride action.
Yeah, let me take another stride, and then
How
I'm
far?
gonna, as far as I can get to the closest one,
20,
and
25.
and I'm gonna activate shield as well.
The spell shield?
It's a cantrip, yeah. So that is a single. Or I guess I could just raise my shield.
You could indeed raise your shield because then you can shield block with it.
Yeah, I'll raise the shield then.
Alright. From Miro to Buddha.
I'm supposed to hang out in the back.
I gotta roll to see if I'm not afraid.
Yes, to see if you run.
It's will.
It is indeed a will save. DC is 20.
Huh!
I got a nat 20.
Woo! You shake it off completely. You still have the frightened 3 condition, but you are able to advance as you managed to break the terror that gripped your soul.
And then our fright one's dropped, right?
Your fright
After our
1 drops
round.
after your turn.
Have the zombies gone yet?
No, they have not gone yet.
Can I hold my action till after them?
Yes, you can indeed delay your action.
I'll do that.
Alright, so you're going to be changing to
Probably moving up.
something else.
Can't do
Alright, the
anything
big
from
guy.
here.
Let's see if he notices you guys.
Oh, because you're stunned.
I'm stunned.
He
So why
does.
don't you
I mean, he
move
took a
up?
shot to the back
So
of the
I'm gonna
head,
be
so...
done so I can move up and hit them before they attack me.
Okay, that's
Does
fine.
he have the same problem?
Still carrying father whoever.
No.
I'm going to assume you guys set them
I was
down.
helping him along. I wasn't
They're
carrying
gonna-
him.
Yeah,
They're gonna stay in the back
you guys
and
are
comfort me.
back here.
yeah.
Yeah.
He could be your shield.
Yeah, that.
That would not be very good
I
of
have
you.
much to respect for Father Anston for that.
All zombies.
Wasn't Helga? No.
Yeah, we don't know her at all.
Yeah.
She's the blacksmith's wife. She's good at that.
So she's probably chunky. She'd be a great shield.
So
Either that or she gets around.
So that's 5. What's his speed?
I mean, that's it. I know what happened to the water on the front.
10, 15,
And then Jeff asked me today about
25. So he does a
equipment and stuff.
first stride and then he does a second stride. Does he have a reach? He does. So he steps
Fabulous.
and then he is done.
Oh.
He's shambling across the town square. However, it looks like he can reach you from where he's at on his
Yeah.
next turn. Then the little guys.
He is large.
This one steps in
Don't forget, you can
and
Do what?
step
You can
is an
use it now when I
action.
take my action.
He is going to try and bludgeon you with his fist.
So my AC right now would be 18.
18. Alright, he does hit you for 1d6 plus 3 for 7 damage.
So I have a hardness of 5, so I take 2 and my shield health drops by 2.
That's if you're going to use your reaction to throw it in front. Right now, it's just giving you the bonus to your AC.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to use your reaction,
I'll take the reaction. on
Alright,
that.
so
So
then
then
yeah.
that how it works? My
Yep.
hardness goes down by 2.
no, your hardness stays the same,
Or yeah, sorry, my shield
Your
health
shield
goes
hit
down by
points
the
goes down by,
residual,
yes.
right? Okay.
as do you.
So 18 there, and then
Alright, so
Greenwood.
and
I don't know. He just asked me what the code was for the lockbox, and then where the key would have been at because somebody was looking for it.
Activating that little zombie's done.
okay. Give me half a second here because his turn isn't quite.
That's fine.
So I can understand.
All right, 242. Because these guys have something that happens when they. Well, yeah, they're obviously. There it is. All right, nope, he cannot do it because it costs an action. All right, so that's good to know. So you're going to step in between.
Me?
Yes,
Uh,
because all three were acting at once.
yeah. I'm not able to like run up and punch something, am I? I don't
Yeah.
know how fast I am.
What's your
25,
speed?
25
So
speed.
5, 15, 20, 30. Sorry, 25. So you would have to move again at minimum. Use 2 actions. So
Yeah.
5, 15, 20, 25. That's going to put you just shy. You could take one more stride action. It'll take all 3 of your actions, but it would get you
Essentially
into
go
melee.
flanking.
Yeah, let's flank that one.
All right, so you're going to move up to flank.
Yo. That's me.
Wait a second. Let's get you.
I'm scared still.
All right, and your frightened condition goes down by 1. All right, and this guy.
I'm not shaking.
So he's just doing the penguin.
These guys can move at 25. So 5, 15, sorry, 10, 15, 20, 25. And
I do
one
what I
slam is
can.
going to miss. And he's going to go 5, 10, 15,
Oh,
20,
I'll use my
25, 30, 35, 40, 45. He can't actually get in.
Okay.
So,
Sorry, Mike, guys.
from there to Cass.
Texting me.
And Cass is stunned for 1 less round.
And a note for you, James. My gutsy halfling is not a +2 to fear. It is when I get a success, I get a critical success instead.
So you wouldn't have
I
any
wouldn't
fright.
have had the fright, but that was my fault. It's all good.
That's
It all
okay.
works out. So,
We're all still learning.
yep. So,
All right, then back to the
success
top with
equals
Az, who stepped outside for a moment. So since he did that, I know he's on an important phone call. We'll go ahead and take a few minutes break. I'm going to put us on break time.
critical.
And we are back. All right, heading right into round 2. Az is up first.
All right. So that big zombie has come even closer to me. I like
Indeed.
that. We're going to keep concentrating fire on him because he's
All
the
right,
biggest
'cause
threat
he is
right
your
now.
prey.
Yep. Be a 15 to hit.
15, I believe, is a hit. Yes,
Oh.
15 is a hit.
Okay, that is a whopping 8 damage.
Nice.
8 damage.
We'll pop a second shot. That would be a 16 to hit.
16 is a hit.
Okay. 7 damage. And then a third
We're
attack.
whittling away at this thing.
How much is it for the third attack? For
Minus 10.
Minus 10. Okay, so 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 1, so it
So
misses.
that is a miss. All right. So from there to Miro.
Alright, so I'm up there in the thick of it. Saw him take a couple shots at the big guy.
Yep, big guy's. I mean,
damn.
Hard to tell because he's already dead.
No, it's already past my turn. I forgot to roll the precision damage for that.
Oh, okay. Killing it.
Yep. I'm gonna.
He will provoke probably. So let me.
Now remember, attacks of opportunity only come if the character has the reaction. It's actually a special action.
Right, and I don't know if he does or doesn't, so
Right.
that's my thoughts. So let me do Disrupt Undead to the zombie just to my north.
Okay. I don't.
15 plus 6. So,
21 is a hit. No, they do not.
that'll be 2 points of, or 4 points total. I get my modifier.
That hits
Damage.
hard.
And then I will raise shield again.
All right, raising your shield. Yeah, that hit very hard.
4 points of damage, hit real hard. Okay.
From Miro to the big guy, who is going to swat at. The halfling was the first one that he saw, so that's who he's going to swat at. Let's see. He swings his fist at you. What is your AC currently?
18 with the plus 2.
18. He just got you. You take... It feels like a tree trunk just hit you. Ooh, 14 points of damage.
So
You hit 0?
yeah, I'll eat it with my shield, which will take 5. Oh no, I won't hit 0.
So you're going to reduce it by 5.
So that'll be 9 points of damage. So
And your shield will take 9. Does that push it into broken?
yes. So I only get 1 to the shield bonus now instead of 2, right?
Yep.
2 there.
It
One there.
nearly shatters your shield.
9 there. Okay, yeah, I'm good.
All right.
I'm alive anyways.
You are indeed still alive.
Ow.
Instead of just dying. And then it goes to Buddha. You have a flank on this creature.
Oh, I didn't have my flank, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, you did. What are you going to do?
Let's punch the flanked one.
All right.
Do I have any minuses right now for figure anything?
You just have, let's see, you already, it went down by 1, so
It was
you
frightened.
have frightened 2 now.
-2, but then you get a +2 for flank, so you
Yep,
don't
so
have
you're
any
going to be
minuses.
straight up rolls.
11 plus my level, so 12.
12 is a hit, just barely.
8 damage.
8. This guy's resistant.
That's Fury of Blows.
Okay. And go ahead and make your second attack.
Yeah, so we'll run grab a medic that runs down there.
18.
18 is a hit. This time more.
Oh, wait a minute. It was plus 2. Hang on. I added plus 6. 14. Sorry.
14 is still a hit.
4 damage.
4 damage, and that dead person stumbles back to the ground and stops moving.
Absolutely.
And you still have 1 action left. What do you wish to do with it?
Can I punch the one to my side?
Yep, it'll be at a -8. Because your fists are agile, so they have a lower multi-attack penalty.
Okay. So you said it was -8?
Yep. Plus your
Alright.
bonus is -8.
So it ends up being an 18.
18 is a hit.
Nice.
As he goes to town.
Nice.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Oh,
Luck's still OP.
You wail on that.
Multi-attack.
Right.
whip whap.
Then it's their turn. That one that you just struck tries to bludgeon you. And that is going to be a critical fumble as it swings at you with its hand. The arm falls off. So, and then it's going to try and swing at you again with the other arm. What's your AC?
So my armor class? 19.
19. Plus 7 minus 5, so that's 13 is a miss. That one only has 1 arm. Okay, then the other one. It's standing there because it can't figure out how to get to you. There's a tree in the way, and then there's its friend in the way, plus the big guy in the way. So it's just standing there trying to figure out how to get to you. These creatures are not that bright.
Intelligence of 2.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, then it goes to Cass, who has his stun reduced by another round.
So what's he down to? 3? 4. 4.
And back to the top is Az.
Good job, guys.
All right. Let's continue shooting at him and see what we can do.
All right.
It's a 10 to hit on that one.
10 is a miss.
All right. Next shot. $20 to hit.
20 is a hit.
All right. Precision damage and everything.
Hey, he
8,
remembered.
9, 10, 11 damage for that one.
That's a big number.
And then third. Uh, 13 to hit for that one. I feel like that one
Goes a little wide.
Yep.
From Az to Miro.
Alright.
That big guy really rocked your world.
Yeah, so let me try my battle medicine on myself.
Okay.
That's 1 action, DC of 15, which is an 8 plus. So that is that's only a 14. Doesn't make that.
All right, so that's 1 action.
Alright, I'm gonna use my other heal spell on myself.
All right.
Two actions. So that'll give me 8.
Thought it was +8.
The plus 8
I
to
think it's D8 +8. Let me double check.
I think you're right, but I didn't know how it worked out because it just said
So
plus 8.
heals 1d8 points of damage. You're healing a living creature. Increase the hit points restored by 8.
Okay, so 1d8 and then plus 8.
Yep.
So that's 10 back for me. I used 2, so that is it.
All right. Then it goes to the big guy's turn. And he is trying to smash you again. And he's going to miss both times.
My thing's down to 16 right now.
Okay.
There, just to let you know.
And he still missed.
Okay, cool.
I rolled a 2 and a 3.
Appreciate you.
All right. From there it goes to Buddha.
If I just move diagonally, is that an action?
Like, which way?
Like
The
upper
tree
right?
is here. So you could move diagonally here, and it's an action. It's called a step.
Okay. But I get like minuses to punch if I stepped, and then
Nope.
You get minuses when you take multiple attacks. So your first attack's no minus, your second one's -4, and your third one's -8. That's just on attacks. You can do 3 attacks.
yeah, let's step in between there. Punch. Fury of blows. Punch the light zombie first.
The little guy.
Yeah. So am I getting -1 right now for the fear thing?
Yep.
On my level. I got 16.
That is a hit.
9 damage.
9 damage. That one's not looking so good. And
One action left.
have your one action left.
Is that one still standing?
That one is still standing.
Let's hit him again.
All right.
I got 8.
8 is a miss.
Okay.
Okay, to the little guys. That one that you tried is going to swing at you with its one arm, and he's going to miss. The other one is still confused why it can't get to you.
What's that?
Yes,
Oh, it's okay,
down
little
to
guy.
3 rounds left, and then it's back to the top with Az.
Alright. We'll continue focusing fire on the big one. He's still the most dangerous one we have.
Yeah, you saw it about level Miro.
Yeah.
Had he not gotten his shield up in time.
That's a 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
Alright.
That is a critical.
That is 19 on the die.
So that's
Yeah.
still.
Okay, I'm
No,
just
it's
making
10
sure.
over.
Yeah,
If
okay.
you're 10 or more over, then it's a critical.
Alright, so
So roll your weapon die.
Okay.
Your precision die does not get doubled.
so that would be 8 for that one.
So that's 16 plus your precision.
No, I doubled it already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the precision is another 2, so 10.
10. All right, that was your first action.
Alright, second action. Uh, 10 to hit for that one. That'll probably go wide.
10 is a miss. Shooting a third time.
Yep. 14.
14 just missed it.
Just
a little outside.
a bit outside.
All right. From Az to Miro.
Alright, so I'm halfway out
You have no heal spells left.
Yeah, thank you. I will throw a disrupt undead at the big E.
Okay, go ahead and make your spell attack.
6 plus, that's only a 12.
12 is a miss.
And then let me raise the old faithful shield again. When it's broken, does it reduce the hardness at all? Or-
No, the hardness stays the same.
Alright, gotcha. So, yeah, I will raise shield and that'll be all of my actions.
All right, to the big guy. He is still trying to smash the little guy.
I should move away, but I'm scared I'm going to provoke him, so...
That is a critical miss. What do I want to happen? Let's see.
He pukes all over.
It draws back to hit you, and as it does, it knocks the confused zombie.
What?
It may just
to
completely
confuse them.
wreck a confused zombie.
The poor zombie's just like, what do I do? Hi, Big Mac.
15.
About weed friend.
The confused zombie is now looking very, very battered. And then as it swings forward for its second attack, this one, let's see, that's plus that. Okay, that's going to be a hit.
Or 17 to hit, rather.
For 7 damage.
I take 2.
And let me look up the... Because there's a secondary effect on his attack. Gotta check and see if it takes an action. Alright, do we have...
Jesus Christ. Yeah,
No. Here we go. Alright, so... It's a free action. So, as it hits you, you get shoved back 5... I think it's only 5. Yeah, you get shoved back 5 feet from the blow.
Alright, good. Out of there.
Alright, then it's to Buddha.
Let's see. I have a stance. He's going to wolf stance.
Alright.
Quick question:
Action
Can
to step into wolf
use
stance.
flurry of blows in wolf stance?
No, because the attack that you switch to with wolf stance changes your damage type.
Okay.
You can still make multiple attacks, you just don't get the same bonus.
Yeah.
All right. I'll stick with the normal one then.
Okay.
All right. Let's punch weak zombie.
Alright.
All the minuses are gone away.
Yep.
12,
12 is a hit.
6 damage.
And that one falls to the ground, dead again.
Punch the big one.
Turn to face the big guy.
12.
12, you just missed it.
Okay. Can I do another smack?
Sure can. This one's at the minus... See, -4, then -8.
Second action.
You're on your third one. Didn't you?
No, he only punched once. Second
Oh,
action.
yeah.
This is -4.
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
apologize.
You're good.
That is my bad.
So that was a minus what?
-4.
-4. So 5.
That's going to be a miss.
You.
Punching a third time.
I feel like the minuses are too great.
Okay.
I will wait.
You want to do anything else with your last action then?
What options do I have?
Yeah. You could take a step and move in close to the next weak zombie. Weaker zombie, I should say.
Be ready next time you come in for an attack.
Or you would force him to make an action to move up to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
Okay. So you're just going to wait there? Alright, then it is that zombie's turn. That's exactly what he does. He wastes an action up to you, and he's going to miss.
Ooh.
Alright. From there to one round left, Cass. Woo! You might get into this fight.
Almost, maybe.
Alright.
I'm almost out of arrows. You'll...
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Throw your bow.
No, my dumbass only bought 20 arrows instead.
Az!
Yeah.
Az is up.
Yep. All right, so we'll pop a shot at Big Zombie again. Oh, exactly 15. We got close on
That
that
is a
one.
hit.
Precision damage and everything. 7 damage.
7? Alright, that's your first shot.
Second shot. That's only a 13 to hit on that one.
That's a miss. Taking a third shot.
Yep. And that is that's only a 3. It's a miss.
Yeah. All right, Miro.
Yeah.
You can be the little damn hero here.
Yeah.
Hi, baby.
How's it going?
So,
Just call us nerds.
See.
Yeah, it's geeks, not nerds.
Yeah, that's offensive to me, and I need a safe place.
Okay, Snowflake.
Yeah, right.
Hey, James, you got AC in this place? He's melting.
I know, right?
I'm telling you, I'm going to go outside. Let me disrupt undead the biggie again.
Okay. Make your attack.
I think that's 14 again. 'Cause I got 5 and 1. Yeah, no, yeah, that's 14 again.
That's a miss.
Hit it again.
And
Then let me take 2 steps south.
stepping down twice.
Yeah.
Or you can make a stride and still have an action left.
Okay, I could stride, and then yeah, I keep forgetting step is an actual word now.
Yeah, step and stride are 2 different actions.
Stride, and then for the hell, I'll put shield up again.
Casting the spell shield.
Yeah, my cantrip.
That way you don't waste your.
Yeah. I thought about it after already.
All right.
Twice.
Then it goes to the big guy who has a new target.
bring it.
And his first attack, your AC is 19.
Yep.
You barely twist out of the way of that one, and he swings around with his other hand and misses completely. Then it is Buddha's turn.
Fury of blows the big guy.
All right. First attack.
14.
What was that, 14?
Yeah.
You just missed. You bounced it off its big blubbery hide. You didn't do any damage.
Other
No,
Pose.
It's easy. It's easy to play.
19.
19 is a hit
4 damage.
for 4 damage. Gonna take a third attack.
Yes. But
I mean, still, it's not.
it's technically a second attack from the Fury of Blows.
Oh,
Sorry?
okay, yeah.
So first two were Fury of Blows. The other one's
Yeah.
technically a second action.
Yeah.
So it's minus
no, it's a
4?
third action.
Yeah.
Flurry of blows costs 2 actions because it's a flurry.
Yeah, so it takes up 2 of those.
Okay. So what's the modifiers for?
Minus 8.
Yeah. So for you, none. For 8.
Okay. I got a 6.
6 is going to be a. Your total was 6?
No.
Okay.
Total was 4, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4?
Yeah, it should be 4 because.
Alright. You try and spin kick him, and as you do, you slip on the blood and you fall prone. It'll cost you an action to stand.
Sweet.
2. The Chandler. It's gonna try and hit you. Oh wow. Harley. It brings down its fist, slamming right into your neck. Crap. For 15 points of damage.
Okay.
I think he's still up.
Yeah.
And then
4 health left.
it uses its second action to grab you.
If he grabs me, am I still prone?
Yeah, you're still prone, but it's got you by the neck.
Is that the big one or the little one?
Little guy.
Okay.
Yay, one of them finally got to do the grab.
That was a confused one, right?
Yeah,
He figured it out.
he figured it out.
Oh, he's not as special as we thought he was.
All right.
The confused one got flattened.
I mean,
That's the guy with one arm.
oh, that is the guy with one arm, isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's the guy with one arm. He got you with his one arm. Thank you.
Yeah. Well,
All right, so
Big man, much, but,
No, not even a little bit.
the confused one got smashed by Diggy.
no, this is the confused one because he stepped up after.
Yeah,
he
because
smashed.
I thought that.
Oh, I thought he died.
He moved around the tree.
Oh, yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
he
because he
died.
couldn't get around the tree,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, because he was right here, and once the other one went down, it
Then
just
I
stepped
did miss
forward.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the top of the round. Cass, at the end of this round, you'll be able to take an action.
Alrighty.
Huzzah!
All right.
Guys,
We will pop the final 2 shots at the
Your
big
last
zombie.
2 arrows.
Yep.
Poor guy.
See if he's going to be the big damn hero.
19 on the die.
That is
So-
a hit. What's your total? So a natty 19.
16. No, 26.
26 is enough to go critical.
All right.
Double your bow die and then add your
So 12 for the bow, and that makes it 14.
14. Alright, it is still standing but seems to be hanging on by a thread.
We'll fire the final shot and hope we get a good roll on this. 18 to hit.
18 is a normal hit.
9 damage.
9. And it falls over like a tree. Slams onto the ground and the ground shakes as it lands. 1 enemy left standing.
Good job, guys.
Go team!
Miro is the last man in the match. He could be the one that ends it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a
Now I
hero
can
or
help you on
zero.
this so I can see
Yeah. Let me step up. Stride.
You
15.
could stride or you could charge. Either one. You had your weapon out.
Charge, man.
Yeah, but I don't have nearly as good of luck hitting with my weapon as I do with the spell.
Okay. So moving up to within how far?
Move me up north 3.
So there's 15 of your 25 on that stride. You throwing your disrupt undead at it?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, I'm changing dice here. Yeah. It's 10 to hit.
10 is a miss.
I can't hit anything
It
right
is a
now.
0. Not the hero. Alright. From Miro to
My weapon's only +1, so we got 5 there.
Buddha. This thing has a hold of you.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
You can just try and punch it with a, let's see what the grapple penalty is. Because you are indeed grappled.
Yeah.
Grab. Alright. You attempt to manipulate. You must succeed at a flat DC 5 check. You're not manipulating, you're attacking. Doesn't give anything else. Oh no, an attack is a manipulate action. So, roll a d20, and you need to roll 5 or better for this action to see if you get to do it. What'd you roll?
14.
14. You get to make an attack if you wish.
Good question. What does flourish do?
So what a flourish is, it's an extended attack, and it takes 2 actions, and that's what the flurry of blows is. Let me bring up the actual description, and I'll read you the actual description.
But instead of just doing a punch, you flourish a little bit, and you do 2 punches.
But it still costs 2 actions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just don't see the point of ever flurry or blow.
Lower penalties.
But that's with agile, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I should just do wolf stance all the time because it is agile too.
Yeah, it is agile.
Not necessarily. I mean,
It has
Sometimes
bigger
you
damage
need
dice.
it does.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
Flourish means you can't do the same thing twice.
Oh.
Oh.
So you could
That still makes sense.
do 1 flurry of blows, which would be 2 strikes, and then still take 2 and 3. That is my fault. I apologize. You still
flurry-
take the multiple attack penalty, but it's on 1 action.
Flurry blows cost 1 action.
Okay.
But it's
So-
a flourish, which means you can only do it once per round.
Right.
Okay. So if I flourished and then second action attack, it'd be a -4 on the second attack?
Yep.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Not the second.
My apologies.
Blows, the second attack.
Like I said, I'm
Yeah.
learning this too as we go.
That's alright. I was just curious.
It's only been out since the beginning of August.
Alright. So I don't want
Have
to
you
waste
ever-
an action going into stances since he's already got a hold of me, so I'll just flurry him.
Gonna flurry him.
Yeah.
All right, make your first flurry attack.
12?
Judge your level to that.
Yeah.
You said 12?
Yep.
12 is a hit.
9.
9 points of damage. And go ahead and make your flurry attack.
14?
That is a hit and damage.
4.
It lets go as it falls down on top of you.
Good.
Quite dead again.
Woo! Yay! We re-deaded him.
Yep.
You re-deaded it.
Extra dead.
Hey guys, what I missed?
It's okay.
Hey, you're good.
Hey, can you help me find my arrows?
Yeah, no.
How many arrows did you shoot?
I shot that round. That was
Total.
16 for that
16.
round. Yeah.
I forgot you were doing 3 attacks a turn.
Yeah.
You're able to recover 7 of them.
Ooh, okay. So I have 7 arrows.
So, hey, good thing we know now is that some encounters we can do with 3 players.
Apparently.
All right.
Tough. But I picked up some stuff to help us
Experience.
as far as like bonuses for you guys. Or on my next rest. Well, I have
All right. And as the fight ends, take a few moments to catch your breath. And
I'm not tired. I don't know about you guys.
I'll go just beat the shit.
Once the battle's done, I'll go pick up the.
go get
Yeah, I'll
the
go
other
back
two.
to.
Yeah, go get one of them. Go get the girl and carry her again.
I'll go get Father Ansden and kind of help him to his feet.
And as you guys are making your way back in, Mayor Tennant unbars the door to the town hall.
Was there anything we could like look on the way by the biggie? Do you have anything for us to check?
No,
No.
and none of the
Alright.
none of the Walking Dead had anything on them.
Alright, cool man.
Sound
However,
like
we will get
deadlines
that
there,
off.
James.
Mayor comes out and he's like, your timing was excellent. Thank you, heroes.
We need to
You're
get in and
welcome.
sit down. Helga,
Indeed, come in. Helga? Father Cooper.
They were the only 2 survivors we found.
In the church?
Yeah.
At least they survived, especially Cooper. Or Father Anston. And as you guys get everybody taken care of, you do meet Helga's husband, Jared. And he fawns over you. Thank you for saving my wife. Anything you want, I'll make it for you for a discount. Anything that I can make.
I could actually, while I'm tending to your wife here, I need my shield repaired.
Bring it by tomorrow. I can work on it tomorrow at the forge.
Okay. I can do that.
And Mayor Tennant, he's gushing with excitement that you guys have saved at least a few people.
Mayor, are there any other injured or sick that I can tend to while we're here?
I'm certain. Well, there are, yes, and I'm certain that there are going to be more. Those that are left of the guard are out hunting, but we think we removed the vast majority of the undead. Unfortunately, after the last guard left, that's when these 3 creatures showed up and started pounding on the door. But, well, I can tell you I'm very grateful, and the town of Holdston itself is grateful. And he walks over to a small, cabinet, opens it up, and he pulls out a small purse, jingles with coin, as well as 5 small potions. He says, "Here, friends, It's not much, but I think it's well earned. And he gives you guys 10 gold
Woo!
and 5 minor healing potions. A minor healing potion does 1d8 points of healing.
And then
Also,
kind of go ahead.
and he grabs a piece of paper and scribbles a note on it, and then holds it and says, "Take this to the Tranquil Rose Inn. We'll cover your stay."
Okay, thank you, Mayor. Then I'll make sure that Father Ansden kind of gets comfortable and I'll try to do what I can.
Are there any good windows
You're
to
going to try and treat his disease?
Yeah, I can try a medicine check on him for
Yep.
that.
DC 18 medicine check.
And for health.
You're moving to a guard position?
Yeah,
Okay.
upper window if
Do
possible.
you want to give me a hand before?
Yeah, I'll give you help with that.
Heal up?
Yeah.
So I'll take a kind of a defensive
I rolled a
position
natural
with my
20.
there, so I'll get a good overwatch.
21 to help.
Like outside the door?
26 for me,
Just right
plus
outside.
26.
21 to help him.
28.
I rolled a natural 20.
Yes, you are fairly certain he will recover from the
Okay, then I need to try Helga. I can't. I'll treat wounds after I try this. Because
You already tried to treat me,
I tried my battle medicine.
Okay.
So
That's
I
right.
can't do that until tomorrow, but I can try to treat wounds. That one is not a high enough DC. I'm rocking up on Helga. Well, that's a 7, 5, 6,
I got-
that's a
I got a-
13.
I got a 13
And-
to help you.
And you got a 13 there.
And DC's 20 on 8 another.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind then.
So,
After he's had a few minutes to rest and everything, or an hour or so, Father Anston is able to cure her of hers. And as he's looking each of you over,
bless me.
he gives some medicines to both Miro as well as Az.
Okay.
And he lets you know that he saw some of the signs of ghoul fever.
I drink it then.
Yeah.
I'm not messing around with ghoul fever.
Does it give us any HP back, or is it just...
No, he's just treating the wounds. However, he will use all of his spells to fill you guys up.
Right, so we're all full HP, none of us have full fever. Father, is anybody, you know any reports of the vault?
No,
Is
not
there
yet.
anybody down there?
But best do that by light of day.
Alright, I'll check it in the morning. Alright, so we healed her, healed him, they're good. You're going up to
Yep,
keep
we're good.
watch. How long do we have till then? Long rest or short rest?
You'll have a long rest. As a matter of fact, you guys will get 3 days of downtime.
Okay, so for me in those 3 days I need to repair my shield.
And
It's a steel shield. So I don't
Jared?
know what the discount would be.
Jared will actually repair your shield for free. 'Cause it only takes him like a couple of hours.
I'm gonna ask him if he can make a better bow for me. Or maybe,
I'm a blacksmith, bud.
how about a spear?
I
Or
could
a
make
trident? Spear would work.
20% discount off the book price.
Okay.
And then don't forget to buy more arrows.
Right.
And now in the town of Holden, you guys will have a 20% discount with any merchant as your story spreads. Is there any other downtime actions you guys want to take? The downtime actions are listed on the action list.
Yeah, I'm not going over it. So, in the resource binder. That one's mainly just battle stuff as far as actions.
So I'm going to prepare 2 different spells.
Okay.
My downtime.
Anything that has a D next to it is downtime.
Probably don't, does it need to
You're,
tell you? Just prepare them. Just, yeah,
You can
prepare
just
whatever
choose what you're going to
Cool.
prepare.
Do you have a rubber band?
This has it on here too.
No, I do not.
Okay, cool. I'll get some later.
Create forgery.
I was gonna separate my cards a little easier, but so we could so I want to go down and check the vault the next morning and do my typical parade around it.
Fortunately, because of the long-standing tradition of burning the dead, the vault has been untouched. You just have urns upon urns of ashes.
Okay. So I'll spend probably an hour or two doing that.
Of all the parts of town that you wander through, it's actually the only one that's pretty much unscathed.
I'm gonna go tell some stories and see if I can earn some money that way.
Earn income.
Yep.
Can I buy some brass knuckles or something?
Uh,
That's used.
do you have brass knuckles? I honestly don't remember.
Do you get a penalty for having a weapon though? Because you're a monk?
I don't think brass knuckles even count.
I was wondering if those
If
were like something
if they
special.
are there.
Like maybe they do shitty damage, but they're just something extra.
Right, yeah, I don't know. I just know monks are real good with being unarmored and without a weapon. So.
I was just curious if that was like a
Yeah.
special thing or not.
I'm not sure. Brass knuckles.
Don't see them. So
And
they have,
also,
they have not added them yet.
So, can I buy like trinkets or anything that can help me?
Yeah, but they're going to be expensive.
Then I'll earn some income.
so that was going to be a question I had for you guys for...
Do you have a long spear? Because you could use a long spear. You can use any of the simple weapons in the book. You can't, unless they're, say, monk, you can't do a flurry of blows with them, though.
Yeah. And I also got unarmed defense with the weapon.
Right.
Mess with that.
The unarmed defense is just, you don't need armor.
Oh, okay. Unarmored defense, yeah.
Yeah, unarmored defense.
So I was going to ask if you guys wanted to do group loot or if you want to do individual monies and
I'm cool with group.
splitting it up. So
How do you guys? I mean, I don't care. I'm cool with group loot. That's how we usually run it.
doesn't really matter to me, but also just like with the guys.
I mean,
that
like
are
the
here.
gold and silver.
So,
I say we keep track of the gold for
Okay.
ourselves.
Okay, so keep,
But as
keep
for, like,
the money
potions and
individually.
everything.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking, to keep all the currencies separate, because we're gonna have people
So-
coming and going, and have
Yeah.
if we're gonna have 6 different people taking out the same pot.
So just keep track of your
So if
own.
I'm trying to save up for a particular set of armor, like I can do that on my own, keep track of it.
Yeah.
That's how I look at
Yeah.
Alright, so
And then any like group loot we find, that'll just become a slush fund that the party can share for like
yeah,
that.
or we just distribute it if you
right, so like
So-
with this 10 gold, everybody can get
So-
2,
Yep.
and then we can put 2 into a
Slush
one
fund.
person.
Something
Yeah.
we used to do back in the day was take the number of people, divide the loot equally with an extra share taken aside as a group fund.
Right, so that's what we're doing with this. Is it's
Yeah.
10 gold total, so everybody gets 2, and then 2 goes into the. Yeah, so I'll keep it like in my coin or my one of my belt pouches.
Yeah, you're the cleric. You're
Yeah,
trustworthy.
yeah. So with that, I will make a group loot page, which will go on this yellow page back here. So yeah, everybody add 2 gold, and then everybody gets 1 minor healing potion, and I'll keep 2 because we got 5 of those.
Yep, I got that one.
So group loot,
You say 1 minor healing potion.
yeah, and that is a 1d8 for heal when you use it. Group loot, 2 gold pieces. So I will keep track of that for us. 5 gold.
Okay, that's
Currency is way back here somewhere.
How do we know how much we got
Currency's on
from
the
earning
last sheet.
income?
Yeah, how does earning income work?
There's a set DC. Let me go to.
I assume I just earn my income my normal way.
No, if you're doing an earn income
Okay.
action, it depends on what you're using to earn income. So, for instance, if it's something you're trained in, you can make a check. So like if you're going to spend time researching with one of the religion, arcane, or war, occult, primal, all of those can be used for doing research for people. Or if you have a craft, you can use a craft to earn money. And then it's kind of set by the difficulty of the task that you're taking on.
Apparently, I'm really good at thievery.
Now you can earn income that way.
Yeah, because you're dexterous. Yeah.
Let's earn some income thievering.
So you're gonna go around and pick people's pockets and stuff.
Let's do it.
All right. We'll call this a level task.
It's a damn good story.
So go ahead and make your thievery check.
We have that marker.
I got it's level plus into this as well.
Yep.
10.
10. You don't do very good on that time. Just to let you know, minimum DC is 14, and that's for something that would be below your level.
Okay.
Where was the negative coming from?
The what?
It's on the.
That's just on the back of the sheet here.
So
Here you go. Notion.
I think he rolled a nat 20 for his storytelling check.
He rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
What's your total?
25?
25.
26 if you add the level to it.
10. So,
Tell y'all tavern goers about Middle Earth.
Right?
he spends some time in a few of the local taverns over the next few days. Telling the tale of your heroics. What is your proficiency rank?
Proficiency for that one is a 3.
No,
No, 2.
you're an expert.
I took not an expert. I'm just.
How many
straight-
dots are filled in next?
1.
One?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trained. So
I'm trained, not an expert.
you earn 3 silver from the townsfolk.
Woohoo!
So I want to try to make some money as well. So being an herbalist, am I able to craft any kind of potion to sell?
You can craft like herbal concoctions and things like that. So you would make a. Let's see. I'm gonna say you have.
Sorry.
You have medicine. Or no, you can use nature in place of medicine. If I remember right.
Let me folk medicine. You're debt collecting right natural cures.
Yeah, you can be
So,
nature
yeah,
on your.
You would use
Yeah.
nature.
Okay.
So go ahead and make a nature check. Call the DC 15.
Roll it.
13.
Nature will be in that list below.
So that's plus 4 for the skill bonus, so that is 17.
17.
Your level too.
Are you trained?
18.
How many dots do you have filled in?
1.
1, so you're trained. So you earn 2 silver.
Okay.
And then I reckon I'll help heal people and kind of clean up the church.
Okay.
Doing that, so that was the medicine.
Yep. People do pay you for that.
Yeah.
DC is 15.
13, 5, 19, and I am. I don't know if I'm just trained or if I'm expert in medicine. Medicine, I'm just trained.
Okay, so you earn 2 silver.
I got 2 gold.
Oh, I made a mistake, Ethan. You would have earned 2 copper, even with a failure.
Woo!
So 2 CP.
Alright.
I'm.
Streaming anymore?
Yeah, we're still streaming.
Guys, Mark did bring that up.
It's there. Yeah, it's still live.
So do they get all the bodies and everything out of the church?
Yep,
For
it
today?
takes them a couple of days, but if they gather all the dead, they have a pretty much all the families have their own funerals, and then there's one mass service for all the survivors.
I'd like to try to reset up the altar and then use sigil to put whatever the signal or symbol of the light is on the altar. Just have it all set back up.
It's a starburst type
So
set.
just get it all set back up for Father Ansden when he comes back, and I'll check on him a couple times.
Yeah, he's very grateful. And after a couple of days of you guys doing your thing, late on the third day, a town guardsman finds you guys as you guys are finally sitting down for dinner at the Tranquil Rose. And he comes in and says, Sirs, Mayor Tannen and the council would like to meet with you. And immediately.
Well,
All right.
shall we go?
Attend the meeting.
He leads you to the town hall and into a council room. And it appears that you've entered the private meeting room of the town council. This chamber holds a large table around which are seated 8 people. You recognize Mayor Tannen immediately, and 6 of the others seem familiar. The 8th, though, stands out. He is a full-blooded orc. The orc wears a battered breastplate, crumpled in some places, torn in others. His head is shaven except for a long braided top knot that has feathers and bone fetishes worked into its coal black length. A fresh scar runs from just below his left ear to the corner of his mouth. He looks very weary, but pride shines bright in his eyes. Mayor Tannen stands to greet you and says, Friends, we're sorry to bother your rest, but something new has come up. The council and I thought this may be something you could help us with. This, and he motions to the orc, is Garrick Bortusk, son of Olma Bortusk, son of Borgak Bortusk. I'm not sure if you're aware, but Borgak is the chieftain of the Broken Blade tribe. He comes to us asking for aid. And if you know anything of orcs, you know how
They never ask for help.
Anybody have Lore Holden, Hillstone Valley, or Quartz?
I got Holden.
You can make a DC 10 Lore check.
That one.
Alright.
Which one were you looking for?
Holden or
Hillstone Valley or
Valley.
Orcs?
Yeah. Nope.
I was at work there.
If it was in the forest, I'd have a better chance.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, you know.
Garrick and Mayor Tannen continued on. Garrick has come asking for aid. 2 days ago, their tribal village came under attack, and I will let Garrick tell you. He then nods to the orc who stands. As the orc begins to speak, his voice is strong, yet there is a slight quaver to it. It's clear this young orc is barely holding on to his dignity. As you watch closely, there's something in his eyes that you would not expect to see in an orc warrior's eyes. A bit of fear. Shara, as Chief Tannen stated, I am Garrick Bortusk, son of Ulma, son of Borgak. I come at the behest of my chieftain, Borgak Bortusk of the Broken Blade tribe. 2 nights passed, and our village was beset by the forces of death. Many skeletal adversaries assaulted our walls, eventually grinding them to rubble. They killed heedlessly of whether they were warrior, Gru, or Fashlu. Some of our tribe was able to escape, but I was part of the rear guard of warriors along with my father and my father's father. When it seemed things were lost, Borgak made me on oath of blood to come here and treat with you. He told me to ask for aid. He bade me to do what is necessary to bring the aid of the mighty Ketot. The journey was barely safer than the village as I was hounded by a headless Uruk on a cold dire wolf with fiery eyes. It tried to take my head and nearly succeeded. I was able to shake it after many long hours of hard riding, and he points at the scar on the side of his face. Now I stand before you, not knowing the fate of my fellow Uruk. Do you hold the honor that Borgak believes you do, Shara? Will you stand with the Broken Blades? The fear in his eyes has been replaced by a very strong defiance, and before you have a chance to say anything, Mayor Tannen begins to speak once more. My friends, You've already done much for Holden and her people, but now I'm afraid I must ask more of you. You see, our town guard was gutted by the undead on the night of the incident. We now barely have half of what we did, and we cannot spare a single one of them for this. However, it's also vitally important that we foster goodwill with the orcs of the Broken Blades. And who knows, we may someday need their aid, if they have managed to survive. We can offer you 30 gold pieces each, and we will grant you deeds to houses for yourselves to call home. Further, any treasure you may find that is not owned by the Broken Blades is yours and will not be taxed, as is our normal custom. We're upon desperate dark times, friends. Will you answer the call?
You finished speaking? I stand up and say, you have my bow. I had to. No, that doesn't deserve that. That was bad.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try to argue for one for that.
I say that yes, I am willing to help your people and help this town of Holden.
I think it was only right to do so.
Let's do it.
Huzzah!
Excellent, my friends. We will round up some mounts for you. You can leave on the morrow.
Very well.
Oh, pardon me.
I guess we'll go to the Tranquil Rose Inn then.
Yep.
Go get some sleep.
Take a nice, peaceful rest.
Hopefully.
Alright. That night, you do have a very peaceful rest. The next morning, the guardsman is waiting for you to take you to the stables, whereupon you find a riding horse for each of you. Already tacked and ready to go.
Like a miniature bunny.
Yeah.
No, you're full size.
Basically, it's your pony.
I want to picture like Looney Tunes. The one Looney Tunes, Daffy Duck. Is
You got little legs, Aaron. Slow down.
Alright. Garrick is already there, sitting on a dire wolf. And the horses seem a little nervous by it. As you guys approach, he nods to you, slaps his fist to his chest, and ready when you are.
I'll like imitate what he did, but with like my holy symbol and look really awkward doing so.
I just bow my head slightly.
My little tiny pony. In the fight.
Hey, it's still the size of a
Mount
ship.
up and get ready to go.
Alright.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy horse.
Set out. And as you ride, excuse me, as you ride, what are you guys going to do?
So, Oz, where'd you come from? What's your story?
Well, I was just wandering through town, and the undead attacked.
Wandering through town, Holden's kind of a bit out
Just
here.
coming in from the forest after looking for some supplies and everything.
Gotcha. Well, I'm happy to have you on our side. You seem to have a pretty steady shot there.
Sometimes I do, yeah. Yeah. Depends on a crosswind. And I look shadily at the trees for a second.
Yeah. And if I see a squirrel.
I mean, the squirrels are just interesting, man.
Well, when
Like,
we get to
hey,
town, you're
that's
gonna
good
have to find more
meat.
arrows. Yeah, and you're out of
My
arrows.
wife
We
gets
just
so
Right.
started.
Didn't I just buy 50
We're
arrows?
walking through Target, and she'll see something, and we're there for specific items, and suddenly she veers off, and I just, squirrel! Really loud.
I look over at him and I say, so what about you? Where are you from?
I live in Holden. My father Ansden has been a mentor to me for a short while, and so I actually keep the vault of remembrance there. So this is all kind of a little bit personal to me,
Yes.
of some sorts, but I think what we're doing is right. So,
Well,
I would have to agree with
if the dead are moving, they shouldn't be.
you. Yes.
yeah,
That's
that's what
just
I've noticed in my line of work.
that's
That's
just
why we
Good
burn them.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ceremonious reasons, of course, but they move a lot less.
Uh,
Except for a strong cross breeze.
Right. Yeah.
noticed.
'Cause- yeah. That'll move the fire for you.
Okay. What about you, Cass?
Well, I'm from a small village in a faraway land, and due to troubles in my past, I decided to travel here by convoy into this valley because I heard it was known to be peaceful. Well, I've been residing out of town, and I pretty much spent my time hunting and gathering, and I was in town the night of the attacks, selling my catch of the day whenever I happened upon the festival.
Yeah, that was my first time attending the festival.
Yeah, well,
I guess I'm
probably won't go back.
glad that I was there, but certainly
kind
don't
of
think
troubles
it
did
went
you
the right way.
Well, I had some issues with my family, and I decided to kind of go on my own. I don't want to be associated with that part of my life anymore, so I decided to set out on my own.
What were they doing?
Your family's a dick like mine is.
So my family is they're actually dead. My family is dead, and I decided to leave that memory and that way of I decided to leave my home, my family home behind, and that land behind me, and to seek out a peaceful area to live out my days.
How'd they die?
Were they stabbed?
Sometimes the light shines brighter in a darker hallway. So hopefully this is a chance.
Well, I don't feel like discussing their
Let's
deaths
not
any
pry
further.
too much. I barely know your name, Buddha, so what is
Yeah, and I scoff at him a little bit, and I give him a glare.
Sorry.
God, boundaries, man.
So what's your story, Buddha?
Well, I grew up on the streets, figured out that wasn't a good way to live, and eventually joined the church and became a monk. And then I decided to leave the commune to see a festival, and now I'm here.
That's what you get for leaving the commune.
Right?
First step's a doozy.
I'll
It
look
would
at
actually be probably the monastery, which is quite a ways east of Holden.
There we
So
go.
is my bear keeping pace with
Yeah,
us?
he's keeping pace pretty
Because
easily.
we're not like Trump, like
We're not,
you know.
yeah.
I'm gonna ask.
We're at full gallop, yes.
What was the orc's name again?
Garrick.
Garrick. I'll ask Garrick what we're looking at coming into this. Like, how did he have the compound set up? Are we looking at?
Would I know anything about Garrett from the Warfare Lore?
No, not from the Warfare Lord.
Okay.
I guess what I'm asking, basically, what are we looking at tactically trying to go into this?
I honestly could not tell you at this point. I left 3 days ago, and as far as the eye could see, there was skeletons and walking dead, and they only increased their numbers as they killed.
How far are we from our destination?
It's a 2-day ride.
Alright, so it happened, we had 3 days rest. It happened on our second day of rest.
He arrived on the evening of the 3rd day.
And so it happened 2 days prior to that. That was his travel
So-
time.
From the timing,
So
you
we're,
would guess it happened at approximately the same time the attack on Holden happened.
Oh, okay. It seemed like it happened the day after.
Well,
It did happen after, but
'Cause-
only by hours.
yeah.
Okay, because just the way I was reading it, because it happened 2 days ago when he told us that, and that was on our 3rd day or 3rd night. So he would have traveled all day on day 3,
Yeah.
all day on day 2.
All day
It
on
would
day
have happened
one.
on day 1.
Yeah.
He
So-
does let you know. He's like, I was slow. I had to shake my pursuit,
Gotcha.
and I was wounded, so I had to stop to rest.
No worries. I was just wondering how fast these guys were mobilizing. or how many there were. If it's multiple different cells. And you said there was darkness associated with it?
Yes, there was this strange purple mist that rolled across the town, that rolled across the village. As for your question, Elf, our walls are circular, much like yours, but not of stone.
Okay.
Has this group of orcs been on good terms with the town before?
We trade with
So
them.
yeah, you would
Furs.
know. It's common knowledge that close to 50 years ago, before they became the Broken Blade tribe, they tried to attack Holden, and Holden fought them to a standstill. And their chief died, and the new chief sued for peace. And ever since then, there's been kind of a uneasy trade, because these are the only two known settlements in the Hillstone Valley.
Which that
I
was,
was actually looking for the map to show you.
yeah, the old chief would have been not his grandfather,
Orga.
right?
It would have been his great grandfather.
His great grandfather, then his grandfather was the chief that went for peace, and then his father's the chief now, right?
No, his grandfather's the chief now.
Okay, I thought his father was. Sorry.
No, his father is the war chief, and his grandfather is the main chief.
We usually do. Work with you.
How'd you get your wolf?
We raise them.
Legit.
Raise them and trade them.
Can normal people ride wolves?
I don't see why not. But you have to raise them from a pup. Here we go.
And what was this guy's name? Sorry.
Garrick.
Garrett.
Garrekk. So I'll throw up the map of the valley. So from Holden here in the middle of the valley, you've got the pass that leads out. This is the monastery where most of the monks in the area train. Goblins are said to live in this forest.
The burning thicket, right?
Yeah, the burning thicket. And then you got a nice large wood there. I don't know why this doesn't have all my letters on it. And actually, this may not be the right copy. And then Kigmerd, the orc village, is all the way up here, and it's about a 2-day ride. I thought I had one with more labels on it. But it's here we go. I'll bring up the more detailed map. Sorry, not the burning thicket. It's Goblin Scream Woods.
Oh, I think it was called burning thicket, wasn't it?
I may have made a mistake somewhere.
Okay, that's fine. I just was making sure I didn't read it wrong.
I need to export that and bring it in to the toolkit. All right. Damn it.
So,
I cannot get over this hole.
hidden in the North Forest, Goblin settlement, the burning thicket. So it might just be inside of that. Inside of
Yeah, the burning thicket is inside the Goblin
inside the thing. Okay.
I think she just said Miles is outside of the fence.
Is he outside of the fence?
Yeah,
Where at?
he's back here by this.
He must have knocked over something.
I can't open that door, so
Midas touch.
he's trying to get back in. I think he might have jumped through the window. Yell for him and he'll jump up there.
progress. What did you put on?
I contributed
Probably. They're gonna be dumping those. Good guy there.
Maybe I-
That dog is not the brightest.
No, he isn't.
Alright, sorry for the interruption.
Dog's good.
Dog's all good.
Save the
Got
dog.
it. Idiot. Alright.
Yep.
So where to from here? You guys were talking with Garrick. As you guys are talking to him, if you would like, you can make a diplomacy check.
I got
I
that.
am not one to do diplomacy.
I got that.
You go lay down.
Can I use guidance
Go to bed.
first since I know
No,
I'm
go
doing
to bed.
Yeah, I would say you could probably do that. You could pass it off as your friend.
So it's +1 for guidance, +1 for my level, and then 3, so that's 24.
24. Alright.
Cleric stuff.
As you guys are traveling with him and everything,
Is that a cantrip?
Guidance.
he does start to become much more friendly with you.
Might not want to take it. He did change his demeanor a bit.
Yeah, his demeanor becomes a little more friendly as you guys talk. Alright. So the first day passes. Rusty, that's enough, buddy. The first day passes uneventfully, other than just chatting. You guys set up camp? Are you going to set up a watch?
Yeah. Who needs sleep? Who has spells?
I have spells, but
You still have spells.
I don't necessarily need this.
Yeah, I've already prepared the spells that I need, so
Okay.
I don't need a long.
Because I don't
Okay,
think
fair.
I have to meditate or anything
Well-
on them, right?
You have to re-prepare them every morning.
Alright, good. So, I'm
Yeah,
good.
that's fine. Alright, well,
So we'll just do
shift.
I'll take a watch.
4 watches.
I'll take next watch.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll take morning watch so I can get up with the sun.
I'll take second watch. I can stay up in the middle of the night.
Alright. The night passes uneventfully. Nothing comes across your little camp. And you guys start in on your second day of travel. As you're going, all of you notice a column of smoke rising from the direction of Cape Verde. As you do, everybody can make a perception check.
5.
I'll do guidance on Ben.
Okay.
That's a +1.
That's a total of 9.
Oh man.
I rolled a 2.
I thought you were my perception guy.
17 and
13.
well, everybody notices that Garrick appears visibly disheartened by the columns of smoke.
What's up, Garrett?
I should have been there.
Then let's make sure anything that is still undead there is dead when we get there.
Yeah.
Is that how your family died? Was it a fire?
Choose not the answer.
I think it was a fire.
This isn't exactly the right.
I look at Gandhi and I said, if you continue to cry, we're gonna have a problem. Good up, Gandhi. Said that.
I mean,
I'll beat one of their asses.
I'll be one of them asses.
weren't they both against? Weren't they both non-violent?
I'm a pacifist. I'm pass my fist to him.
Right.
Interesting, you're right.
All right.
Seemed intriguing.
Yeah.
After several more hours,
I assure you, I'm not an interesting person. Not interesting.
Where'd you get your bear?
Well, due to my background being a druid, I raised him. Yep, so he white claw follows me around everywhere I go. And he's people's faces.
Follows me everywhere.
Ain't no walls when you're summoning clothes.
It's a horrible name for a bear.
it's a horrible name for an alcohol.
Yeah.
That's not alcohol. That's an insult.
It's water. Yeah.
Indeed.
You drink enough of them to turn into alcohol.
Fuck that. You
All
can
right. Let me get my throat cleared.
I'm not.
Captain's a better friend than White Claw.
Captain is my
I've
best
never
friend.
drank a white claw in my life, just to clear that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just have a long running joke because he called White Claws bear claws one time.
Yeah.
All right, I like it.
Yeah. I'm like,
So-
well, they're a little different, but whatever.
Basically the same buzz.
As your second day of travel starts coming to sunset, Kigmerd now lies in your view, nestled in the foothills of the Moaning Mountains. The smoke you saw this morning pours from the wreckage of this once proud village. The orc lodges are smoldering, smoke still lazily drifting into the sky. Even from here, you can see that Holden was lucky and got off light. What happened here is nothing short of genocide. Whoever was behind this attack wanted to make sure that the orcs would not be able to fight in the near future. And with that, we'll call it until the next session. We only have 15 minutes left.
Always
and
leave it on a cliffhanger.
always leave it on a cliffhanger. All right. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. I noticed we had quite a few people watching, and next stream is going to be Wrath of the Righteous this Saturday night at about 7 p.m. Eastern.
All our lives are making
See you
sure
guys
that
later.
we're actually here.
Have a good